That one was too loud. That peaked.
Oh, no, don't do it. Don't do it. You did it. Come.
It's been done.
Anyway.
So, greetings everyone and welcome back to the Dark Tides of Runeterra. I love the fact that everyone's doing this. And now's the point when I reveal I'm kind of stopping doing the edits for now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you've given us full power to say that.
Oh no. I will still edit that shit out. I just mean
I'm
I'm not
kidding.
I'm not throwing the Gmod stuff up because
No! That's it. Game's ruined. So who else has a plan for a Tuesday game?
it's between this and also running the Wednesday game every other week and potentially a Saturday game starting up for me soon.
You give me these records, I will edit the shit out of them.
Just send all the Gary's mod models over your way as well.
This ends up being like he just edits our character, edits our sound bites from us just into singing like the fucking Pokemon theme songs. And it's like, there you go, episode 123rd. I don't know. I don't think we're that far in.
D&D player.
We have a return.
Who?
You dingbat.
Yes, we have an Inferno after a long time. Here for 1 week.
2
Possibly.
years. Nearly 2 years.
Mainly because she's over at Dion's house at the moment at the same time.
Yep. She's downstairs.
So, last time, you all managed to kick Fresh's ass.
Woo!
By kick his ass, I mean you, Wilhelm blew him up. And blew Wilhelm up. And blew Waffleberg up. And almost blew Alekxander up as well. Keyword almost left him on 2 HP. Which I think is one of the closest times I've actually gotten to killing Waffleberg, and it were not. Well, yes, that as well, but also Alekxander.
Not really.
And Waffleberg would have seen his end there, was it not for Silveen, who also was dying, giving up their afterlife to bring back Waffle.
Waffle.
However, you all ended up travelling back to the Sentinel's base with a little bit of help from Vex, where you're all reunited with friends, got a little bit of closure on some things, got some ideas of what may be to come, and then all got some rest. Speaking of which, before you all would have got some rest, since you weren't here last time for it, would there have been anyone Mariah would have wanted to talk to back at the Sentinels of Light base?
No.
Okay. Also, it should be noticed, I think I already mentioned this to you before, Rebecca, that for some reason everyone else has started shipping Mariah and Vex.
Yeah, you told me this.
You're stuck with it now. Cry about it. Seethe about it. Mold about it. I know she will.
So,
Uh,
quickly getting away from that, morning comes.
Jack!
I heard the stifled laugh then and just a chair gave it away.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just this way out today,
1,
apparently.
2, 3, 4.
I'm very easy to believe.
Is this one that's not in it? Oh, yeah. I'm doing a
Yeah.
heresy and rolling a dice that doesn't exist.
Okay, here we go. I'm not a little bitch.
What? Oh,
Dice,
you're still
baby.
leveling up.
Yeah. Yeah, I've decided to go for a level 6 paladin and get in my aura.
Fair. So, the first one that would wake up would be Mariah. And as you slowly come to, in your own little quarters, Someone does seem to be watching you from the doorway.
Who?
Seems to be a large looming shadow just peeking around the corner.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll take my leave. Apologies.
Go away. I'm trying to sleep.
That's what I'm doing. By the
Not
way,
who,
you talk in your sleep. Just wanted to let you know you talk in your sleep.
not who I was
Oh.
going with for that, but they'll also do, I guess. And as the rest of you come to, whereabouts would you all be?
In the med bay, cuddled up with Nico.
It's the
Probably with
morning after.
Yes.
probably with Umpa somehow wedged between us.
Alexander wakes up with a renewed sense of vigor,
Ignore
which is
that.
surprising because he's already vigor. He's just sheer
No.
vigor, but now he has more. Inferno! Stop shooting me!
Moonman! Laser beams are coming out of nowhere! Moonman!
I was trying to put an iteration.
Looks like someone's still
Oh,
Which one?
God.
looks like
Which
someone's
one
still
of you
on
magic
vehicle
fucks?
control.
Which one of you magic fucks are shooting lasers?
So,
That's my job.
Delris, you're curled up with Nico. And Umpa just kind of sprawled out on top of you both.
Precious.
And as you wake up, Nico is still pretty much asleep. Umpa, how best to put it? Umpa's doing a sleeping king. Essentially put, she's dangly.
Just kind of like sits up a little bit, trying not to disturb the sleeping baby.
Yep.
Just kind of looks around to see who else is here still, because I know we wanted to talk to Miss Fortune in the morning.
Currently in the recovery bay. Draven's still there, kind of just asleep. Nico is obviously there. Your mother's obviously still there. She's asleep.
Mhm.
Atreus, aka Pantheon, has gone. He's left for
Yeah.
Targon.
Yeah.
Galder had already left quite some time back.
Yep.
Your pets are kind of recovering in a corner, those that have been taken. Aside from the eggplants who have all marched back onto the ship.
Yeah.
And there is one other figure there. Recovering and just slowly coming back to. A figure that you hadn't seen the proper colours of in some time. As Phoenyrie is resting in the corner.
I'll be back shortly.
Just kind of slides out
Also,
from
Miss
under.
Fortune is not there.
She's not there.
She's not there.
Dang
You
it,
got
we need
traded. You
There.
traded your Pokemon. It's Wonder Trade.
we
I'm
needed to
sorry.
talk. We needed to talk to Miss Fortune.
Yep.
But she's gonna slide out from like under the blankets and just kind of like tuck Umpa in.
Okay. I was about to say, are you making sure that Umpa is stable while doing so? Because if you just slide out, she will flop.
Yeah, no, she's not. She's not gonna let her flop. She's gonna like
Okay.
lay her down gently. She's not quite sure about approaching Phoenyrie after the conversation they had.
We had a
But-
conversation? When?
A while ago,
I don't remember.
we were on the Shadow Isles. You were under Viego's control.
Which,
Oh.
to be fair, it plays into the whole thing if you can't remember.
Yeah.
But
Okay, fair enough.
Phoenyrie, you would have
Aw.
remembered after getting that letter and having gotten to Piltover, you took a ship to try and get back to Targon. But as you did so, You found your ship enveloped in mist, and the ship capsizing. You woke up washed up on the shores of some distant isle, where a man with a hole in his chest and a large sword approached you. And that is all you remember. And as your eyes just slowly open back up, you find yourself what seems to be a large med bay.
Looks around. This isn't where I was. Is there
Delris.
anyone around?
She's probably very sheepishly kind of moving towards the pets.
There's quite a few people just kind of out cold or resting. A couple of them you do recognize, such as Nico, the little lizard girl that had helped you out on Ionia, as well as Draven, who Alari had a bit of a thing with. You also see Delris sneaking up on what seems to be a group of animals.
Oh, what have I returned to?
She's not sneaking, she's just kind of sheepishly avoiding Phoenyrie. Like, she doesn't quite know how to deal with that after.
Phoenyrie's just watching.
But she kind of goes over to the pile of pets and kind of, if she can, scoop up Sharky.
Yep. Sharky is nestled in the middle, so to speak, just kind of gnawing idly on the blink dog.
Poor Draken. Just kind of scoops up Sharky.
Yep.
Like, gently extracting whatever part of thingy he's chewing on.
It's just like a bit of fur.
Just kind of run, like, just pet his back.
Yep.
Just kind of... As this is kind of like her hands run down his back, there's kind of like sparks that kind of seem to envelop him in a kind of warm light for a moment before it fades off.
Let me just quickly make something for that. It's just a flat 20. He remains asleep.
Just kind of smiles and hugs him closer.
Something tells me that some time has passed.
It's like, looks over, it's like, you're awake.
Yes.
How
Astute
much?
observation.
How much do you remember?
I don't remember very much of anything. All I remember was I was in the mist. I was on a beach. And a man approached me. And now I'm woken up here.
Right. Yeah, a lot's happened.
Mm-hmm.
You got kind of controlled there for a while. Now you're back, because we all defeated the bad guys.
Right. Oh, what are we doing now then? Or what are you doing now then?
Oh, that was a thing. One moment.
Okay.
She'll kind of go over to Nico and just kind of gently give her a shake to wake her up.
She slowly wakes. Just like slow blinking.
Hey, morning.
Morning.
I gotta go find someone. We were meant to go, like, speak to Miss Fortune, because we were meant to do a jailbreak, and I'm guessing she'd know how to do one of those. I think. You wanna come?
If you don't mind, I'm just going to rest up here a bit.
Okay. Can you look after Sharky?
Okay.
Just hands her the shark rat.
Yep.
and she's gonna go over to her mother and kind of shake her awake.
Okay.
Not quite as gently.
Hello, I return.
Look back.
Your mother. That's it. I'm just calling your mother. She is fast asleep.
Just shake her. It's like not quite as gently as she shook Nico.
She is still fast asleep.
And I get up. I've gotta go find someone. You maybe should rest, or I don't know, maybe find the others. I don't know. I'm gonna go look for Misfortune.
Just looks at her like, okay.
She's just gonna zip out of the med bay and start seeing if anyone's seen her.
Okay. Phoenyrie, you would remember Misfortune being one of them that employed you all back in the Bilgewater, back when
Yeah,
everything first started.
I do remember Bilgewater at least.
Yep. Where would Kuiper be at this time?
In the main hall. He hasn't moved all night.
Okay. So as you're in the main hall, just waking up from the party. Well, Urquhart's waking up. Kuiper doesn't tend to sleep.
He's been sat there bored all night.
Probably just with thoughts over your head of, someone should tidy this up. Someone should really tidy this up. It's not my place to tidy this up, but someone really should.
You know what? You'll have tidied half of it up.
Okay. You would have seen a bit of activity through the night.
Back in a moment.
Some people coming, some people going. Some people just making preparations. You would have seen Karma, one of the beings taken over by Viego from Ionia, taking her leave already. You would have seen the giant cat, Rengar, also take his leave. As well as Pike, oddly enough. Despite his odd silence, he just kind of walked outside, walked into the water, and was gone. You also would have seen Fortune get up in the early hours and just walk outside. And now you see a Delris enter the room several hours later.
Oh, thank goodness someone's awake that I can speak
Oh.
to.
Hey, Kuiper!
Hi.
Did you see Misfortune go anywhere?
No. I didn't see
What?
Misfortune go anywhere, did I?
Yeah, I quite literally just said you saw her go outside a couple of hours ago.
Yes. A few hours ago.
I wonder if she's still on the island somewhere. We wanted to ask her about helping us break out Alexander's wife, because, you know, she's pirate, good at breaking things. Breaking.
Oh, of course. I should have stopped her. My bad.
No,
I can
it's okay.
help you look for her if you want.
Yeah. Come on.
Well, something to do.
Okay. So you two are heading off to try and find Sarah Fortune.
Yep.
And as you do so, Alekxander, you wake up.
I've garlic bread.
You wake up with garlic bread in your mouth. My God, you've had a Rebecca drinking night.
Oh.
My God,
Alexander
I forgot
thinks that
about
he
that.
must have had a good night
Yeah,
last.
you forgot about that. I haven't forgot about that, and I weren't even there for it.
Oh.
I just remember hearing about it one time.
Like,
This
bread-
in my mouth, I don't think I'll be getting any vampires for the next 2 days. Bloody hell.
Alright, want to get to dinner. Want to eat the dinner.
Right.
And as you try and roll out of bed, you feel that there's an arm around you.
Oh, what is this?
You look to your side to find Akshan in the same bed as you.
Alexander will do the small scored fist bump. Obviously hidden.
But he seems fast asleep still.
Alekxander will politely get out of bed, try not to
Okay.
wake him up.
He will remain asleep. Oddly enough, the base seems a bit quiet at the moment, almost as if people are just still sleeping off last night.
Alekxander will put some actual casual attire on and walk out the door.
Okay. And as you
The bedroom door. Duh.
Yep. And as you walk out, you will catch Waffleberg walking away from Mariah's room.
Huh?
Pays him literally zero heed. Waffleberg does what Waffleberg does, and we don't question it.
So, what relationship?
You damn right, boy!
Oh.
Hey, stop reading my thoughts.
Oh, that's sorry, Inferno.
What relationship drama have I missed? Who's hooked up with who?
Okay. So,
What?
the only real hookup things that have happened, well, you already know about Nico and Delris, as well as Alari and...
No, I'm good, thank you.
as well as Alari and Draven. Kuiper, not really hooked up with anyone. Waffleberg, I dread to think what kind of relationship that would be with anyone at the moment.
Waffleberg had a wife and children. They're dead now. Waffleberg is a widower.
Yep.
He's okay being a widower.
Potoo, I don't think has any kind of inclination with that. Alekxander, the best way to put it is an open relationship.
Oh, okay.
And everyone's now shipping Mariah with Vex.
Who's Vex?
It should be stated, though, that both Waffleberg and Alekxander were very fixated on the illusionary Draven's
Yeah.
helicopter.
Yeah, Alekxander hasn't forgotten about that, and he will never forget about that.
His helicopter?
Don't ask.
Swing stick in a circle.
Weird things happened. Anyways, yes.
Also, that's Vex, just for reference though.
Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone knows I basically have zero knowledge of League of Legends,
Yeah.
so it's just me asking who's it?
She
Who's
looks
that?
she looks like a pop vinyl figure that's halfway through a freaking compressor.
So,
Pop Vinyl's emo phase.
yeah. As you make it to the main room, Alekxander, you just about catch a glimpse of Delris and Kuiper heading out.
Lightly waves to them if they notice.
I'm gonna say
Alekxander
right
is
now-
shockingly relaxed today.
I would say right now, Delris would not notice you at all. She's just running out the door.
Just thinking about that fine set of titties that's walking out on her.
What?
So I guess neither notice with that.
Nope.
Alekxander isn't very indifferent to not being noticed.
Would Mariah have fully woken up at this point?
Yeah.
Mariah, as you're trying to, just in your half sleepiness, make your way to the main room, you do stumble on the med bay. Phoenyrie, you finally see another familiar face.
Hi,
What's this-
Rebecca.
Oh shit, I'm in the game now, actually. Oh no.
Well, if you're not getting your ass down on Wednesday to see Inferno, this is the way we're making it work.
Fair enough.
I'll open the laptop webcam
Oh my.
if it works.
I don't know if it does
But yes, you do see a Mariah in the doorway.
Yeah. Phoenyrie's halfway through casting Find Familiar. But she'll look up at you in the middle of the chanting and just weave a bit.
Hi!
Hello?
Are you dead? Are you okay?
No. No, I'm alive.
Oh, good. I don't know what's going on.
I am here. For some reason, I just woke up here. I have no memory of how I got to this place, but it seems you have completed whatever mission it was you originally had. Am I
Oh,
correct in
killing
assumption?
stuff. That's always the mission. Killing stuff.
Mm-hmm. What's your mission now? Is my question.
God knows.
He wasn't told me. Which of the twins was it that told me to talk to the elders?
Delris was the one that you saw earlier.
Yeah, Delris told me to speak to some of you. I don't know if all of you are still here or if it's a new group of people.
I think everyone's here still. I've seen Waffleberg and you, and that's about it.
Waffleberg.
Yeah.
Remember you had another character Santa at the start of the game.
Yeah,
Yep.
Galder.
Yeah, who I would
Yeah.
be going around right now, but he left. He left the base. He's gone off into the world as the little serial killer kobold that he is.
He left the set as a life base after stabbing Rookie,
Oh god.
just to maintain his reputation.
Fuck you.
Well, as I asked, what are you doing currently and why are we here?
Well, there was some stuff that happened, went down. Bad guys, ghost things. It was gross. Yeah, so we had to kill. It was fun.
You have to kill ghosts.
Yeah, have you never done that?
I mean, I suppose, but is there some sort of ghost apocalypse going on? And that's why I've been sent back here instead of going to where I was
Well,
originally intending to go.
it's kind of been all sorted out now. It was darkness and everything.
What are we doing right now?
Recovering. We just defeated whatever the fuck his name is.
Fresh.
The Fresh. That's it. That buddy.
Would that mean anything to me?
Would it mean anything to you? Probably not, no.
Hmm.
I don't believe Targon really knows too much of him.
Alright then. So she'll just turn back and go back to casting. Find
Okay.
familiar.
Remind me again what your familiar is.
Pseudo dragon. I
Okay.
think. I think it was meant to be something else, but like I remember it being a pseudo dragon for some reason.
Oh god, we've got 2 pseudo dragons.
I can
Of course,
change
we
it.
can't do the other one at the moment because Ranna isn't here just yet. It's fine.
I mean, if you want to be thematic, it could be a celestial spirit dragon.
I believe that is what we were on about with it. We were like a little starry dragon.
Mhm.
So, as you're
It's like
getting
that
ready,
one mind from World of Warcraft.
as you're getting ready to leave and try and find the others, Mariah, just see a bit of sparkle happen in front of Phoenyrie as this little small dragon formed of stars just appears in front of her. Ship.
Okay.
Just seen the tail of lasagna in about 5 minutes. I'm gonna fucking regret that.
But oddly enough, as soon as the little dragon is formed, it just looks to you, Phoenyrie, with worry in its eyes, as if it's not seen you in some time.
I'm fine. Wow. I'm just confused more than anything.
And it'll just nuzzle slightly before placing one of its front claws, just kind of resting on your chest. And oddly enough, where it places it, you do feel a bit of pain in your chest, as if it's touching a raw spot.
Is Mariah still there?
Mariah's at the door, so still.
I'm gonna angle myself so I'm not pointing directly at her. I'm gonna look down like my armor.
You're looking down at where the finger was happening?
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what seems to be quite a large scar just resting over where your heart would be.
I have no recollection of this injury.
Mariah,
Yes.
you would remember those that were taken over by Viego had been done so because he plunged his blade through their heart.
Oh.
Looking at the scar on Phoeny's chest and remembering that you saw a possessed Phoeny during the fights, you also assume that Phoeny was quite literally run through by the blade.
That's interesting.
Yeah, interesting. I didn't know that. Very observant, as you can tell.
I mean, to be fair, you were half dead as you woke up on the beach. So, you have a reason of not remembering being run through.
Did something happen to me? Have you seen me ever since I left? You shout out to Mariah.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Phoeny was asking you, did anything happen to Phoeny after that she was gone or something?
Do you mean like in the group or you?
Me.
You? Oh, well, you kind of got turned into this ghost thing, and we had to a few swing. You know what I mean? Fight.
Yes.
But apart from that, you're here and all happy and all good.
I see. Well,
Did someone say the H word? Please don't say the H word. It's too early in the morning for the H word.
It's never too early for the H word.
And Phoeny, you see a small Yordle around Mariah's height just kind of shuffle into view on the door. There's shadow looming behind him on the wall with glowing eyes just kind of watching you all. And this Yordle seems like the anti-Mariah. Where Mariah always seems chipper and happy, this one just seems gloomy.
Vex is her antithesis.
I see you finally found your match.
Oh my god. Don't even get me started. Never happy, this one.
What have I got to be happy about when I've got to stick around with you now?
That's
Alexander
rude.
will almost
Do you have
blatantly
a nice
break through a
screen?
wall.
That's a bit rude. You're a bit rude. You don't know.
Look, we've got this nice human being with a human. It's not human.
You do realise the difference between a human and a Vestian dragon?
Okay. Shh. Firstly, I forgot. Secondly, it's fine.
Does anyone else hear thundering footsteps?
Just Alexander in the distance. I smell shipping!
So yes, you would hear it with a 15.
Alexander will just nigh on burst into the room, completely indifferent to everyone else, and then just like, you! Alexander would like to remind you that you chose to stay with us, you mopey little bitch. Like your girlfriend and deal with it. Walks off again.
I say I've missed quite a bit.
Yeah, you just see a massive white barbarian burst into the room and leaving.
What the hell was that?
That's Alexander. He's something.
Wait! You can't do Alexander's introduction without Alexander.
Go ahead.
We're just gonna have an intro fucking song and dance here.
Who am I looking at? Let's have a let's get let the dog seat around. What What
So-
am I looking at with Inferno's character here?
You are looking at, I believe you're golden scaled or bronze scaled.
Golden.
Golden scaled. Essentially, put this world's version of a dragonborn.
Yeah, I created this with the
Right,
intent
it's
of
here.
being
I
a
think
dragonborn, but it
Alexander had
ended
to
up
stab
not
you at
being.
least once.
What?
What?
Alexander, you would remember fighting someone that looked like them but with sickly green scales in a fight. Only for
Yeah,
it to then morph and turn into the one known as Galder.
Alexander does know enough about how this works to sort of probably make the connection.
We also spoke to Phoenyrie in the library,
Oh, yes, you did, yes.
where
Well,
got very upset.
first thing you should know about Alexander is that Alexander only isn't stabbing things in his spare time because Alexander beat an island yesterday. Other than that, I'm Alexander. Tell me, have you ever beaten an island?
No.
You should. It's very liberating.
I'm not entirely sure how you would beat an island.
Well, let me tell you about all of yesterday, because, oh boy, did we beat a goddamn island!
I could tell, but at the same time,
Oh, we took our airship over to this big
does-
fuck-off purple swirly fucking piece of shit in the middle of the ocean. Think it's called the Shadow Island? I don't know, it's some edgy shit. And we land, and we make our way around. We're looking for, I don't remember his name. He was in a theater, I seem to recall. Graveyard. Those are similar, right? No, they're not. Anyway, we're looking for this guy. And as we're going around, you know, dealing with fucking Delris collecting every small cute animal under the fucking sun, we finally find what appears to be a massive talking tree. We sort of do our little thing with the tree. We get a bit of information off of it. At some point, Kuiper befriends that one, points at Vex. Make our way down to a theater, and why do I have it in my head it's a theater? Anyway, we find man with special water. Special water means something that Alexander can't quite remember, but it was important. This is the boring part, to be honest. So we convince him to help us. We make our way outside, where we have to fight these people who sing people to death or something. I don't know. They sure have horrible voices, clearly. Well, they do their little singy sticky, and we do a little stabby up the assy sticky. And it all works out to the best in the end. We make our way to this massive cathedral. This humongous ruined tower. This contains this massive library, right? Alexander fights some ghosts, gets possessed by some ghosts, probably does other things with some ghosts. Probably don't want to talk about other things, no. But while this is happening, everyone's looking around, getting a bit of information. We meet literal embodiment of death. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that one either. Yeah, we were not to a living embodiment of death. It was, I don't know what to make. They were fairies, but that's not the point. So, we meet living embodiment of death. We have strangely long conversation where it is revealed where wife of 3 years actually is somewhere frozen by horrible witch. Anyway, we make our way out to the library and make our way to big cathedral. While we're in cathedral, every single party member but Alexander has their soul stolen. Well, we lose this one in a jail cell somewhere because she blew herself up into the ceiling or something.
Uh-huh.
And we make our way around, freeing ghosts, accidentally feeding them to demons. We have to get past the demons. So we go to the library, where we find this weird race of anthropomorphic foxes that I don't want to talk about longer than I have to. There's some old mimics down there. They're almost adorable. Alexander threw at least one of them off a cliff. And we get the name of demon. We make our way past demon. And we are so close to our goal now. We find wonderful man. He is big, muscly, and also a butler. I think they're called a butler. And he is best man Alexander has ever met. He is a new friend. Anyway, we meet him, and Alekxander fights him, because of course Alekxander does. I am Alekxander, after all. So Alekxander fights wonderful, beefy man. We have good combat, while everyone else, recovers their souls and other minor details like that. Well, we seemingly befriend said Bosun, because he tells us how to get to Dredge. This big evil overlord that steals people's souls and occasionally betrays other bad guys, apparently. And we make our way down, and this epic confrontation where most of the time is spent with our ghost friends just literally trying to shatter his jaw off. Very funny, I might add. Possibly the only thing she's ever done I like. That's a lie. She said what? We make our way down, and we have epic fight with man who has taken hold of island. We beat 7 colors of shit out of each other. And if it wasn't for Waffleberg blowing... Do you know Waffleberg? I'm just going to presume you know Waffleberg. Everyone knows Waffleberg after 10 seconds being around him. Well, Waffleberg...
Everybody knows Waffleberg.
Oh, Alekxander wasn't ready for Waffleberg. He gets around.
Waffleberg was not ready for Alekxander. What was that scream? Your scream does not match with your body size.
Last time I stared you in face, your backpack went off.
Actually, that is fair. Yeah. I guess anyways, hi, I'm Waffleberg. And then he walks away.
Yes, well, his backpack exploded, and it takes out Dredge. And island begins to feel better again. And that, how Alekxander and the party managed to beat an island. Didn't miss anything, did I? Just looks at Mariah.
That was really cool, thanks.
Just imagining Nico sat there with Umpa and Sharky, like...
Popcorn.
Yeah, this entire story, I think, was just told in front of the entire medbay.
Freaking Alari and Delris' mother still in a alcohol-induced stupor despite not having alcohol in a while.
No, that's the thing. It's the auntie. It's because she hasn't had alcohol in a while that she's in the stupor.
We have successfully defeated the entire island. Party is definitely had a good night last night. I know I apparently.
I mean, the island's still there and a lot of the evil's still on it, but...
I mean, yes, but doesn't it take time for natural things to occur? Alekxander is not geologist, after all. Is it geography? Anyway, Alekxander is taking the little bit of downtime he has before he must go and rescue his wife. It seems that you know at least one member of the party. May I ask? I have talked for a very long time. I think it's only fair if I ask you. Sort of introduction, make it flashy. I think I've talked her into submission. Hello? Pretend that my DM can click. Hello?
Inferno?
Yeah?
He's talking to you.
He has asked for an introduction.
Ah, yes. I'm so sorry, my brain got out of my... I'm so sorry.
I want to go back to this recording after this and just see how long that was.
Alekxander.
It's just a fucking Jeopardy thing, just like, dude.
I just want to say to Alekxander, I leave this party in the good graces of knowing that you'll be able to replace me on confusing the ever-living shit out of people and talking them to death.
Alekxander will take that as the highest of compliments from you.
As he should.
I am Phoenyrie. I'm trying to pronounce the second name. What the fuck have I been doing? What the fuck did I name my character back in the day? Draakmuaroc.
Feedy McQueedy.
No.
No. No.
If I recall, it was Draakmuaroc.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, the Phoenyrie.
No, no. But
I don't
we're
even know
not.
what that is.
It sure is.
I don't know what that is. What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
Sure.
Joke about your name.
So,
I was a disciple from Targon that was originally traveling with some of your friends, but I had
you have
to
a party
return.
members from Targon. Like,
What?
I think someone is. Someone
Yes.
from Targon?
Yes, Kuiper.
Ah, you come from the same place the little moon boy comes from.
Yes,
Don't tell him I called him that.
Phoenyrie,
I will.
you haven't bumped into Kuiper yourself because he joined the party after you left. But just from the mention of, yes, you're from the same place as the little moon boy, you also think that he may be on about a Lunari member. Lunari being one of the two religions of well, there's several religions of Targon, but like they're the two main, and Solari and Lunari, with the Solari
Yeah,
being the major presence that
yeah.
oppress the Lunari.
Oh, meanwhile, I'm one of the minor ones.
Yeah, you're the ones that quite literally help look after the portal to Targon Prime. You're like the celestial worshippers.
I see that your eyes have lit up a little bit.
That's
Well,
interesting, actually. I might have to speak of this moon boy.
I've learned of Kuipers, depending entirely on what the subject is. He'll have a talk your ear off or talk barely at all. Bring a book. You'll never get him to shut up again.
I think I saw them going outside at the moment.
Then would it be best for me to wait until they return?
Yeah, it depends on how long they're going to take outside. You may want to go
I don't
catch.
know what to do.
The fresh air may help anyway.
I tell you what, if you need an extra bit of help getting outside, I can help. I know how bad you're feeling. You're in a hospital bed, clearly.
Maybe we'll walk.
Hey,
Sorry, I just coughed a bit.
come on. I can feel our omnipresent God prodding us that way, so we should probably go that way.
Very well.
Volleyberg does not press you anyway. He just asks for violence. Anyway.
Come on,
Yeah.
come on, Mariah. I think they've seen enough of they've seen enough of the doctor for today.
I am a doctor. I forgot to say that.
Yes, that is part of your introduction. It's very important you get your introduction right. Trust me, Alekxander.
I have a lot of anesthetic if you need any.
Anesthetic
bye.
will remove your limbs, but don't worry about it.
Oddly enough, as you see her say that she has a lot of anesthetic, for the briefest of moments, Phoenyrie, you see what seems to be a rusty cleaver just kind of glimmer in her hair.
Yes, it is something you need to learn with this party. Half of us are batshit insane, and it just works. It just works.
So, as you free head outside. To the two that are already out there, to Delris and Kuiper. As you are making your way to try and find where Fortune has gone to. I want you both to make me a perception check.
Okay.
How big even is this island? We can't have to look too far.
It's not too big. You'd probably be able to circle it and be back by the main part probably by midday.
Oh wait,
You do it fast when you want to be.
ignore me.
I have bonus speed.
Slow down.
And I'm using it right now.
Well, I move quickly. I'm a monk.
Doesn't mean you have to walk top fucking speed.
You fucking power walk.
Feet every 6 seconds, bitch.
Delris.
Just sees Kuiper getting blatantly left behind. Well, at least we're going to
So we just need to take it slow.
Delris.
Yeah.
In the sand, you believe you see what seems to be the correct boot prints for what would be Misfortune,
Yeah.
heading down along the shore.
I'll
Kuiper,
follow.
out the corner of your eye, you do see something glint.
Oh?
And as you turn to look, sat on a large rock near the shoreline is someone adorned in golden armor which contrast their black scales.
Hold on, Delris.
Huh? What?
Oh, thank God they've actually stopped. We might be able to catch them.
You're fast too.
I'm not that fast.
Excuse me.
I'm a standard 30-foot boy.
Oh. Well, you're
Like-
a barbarian. Don't you get your bonus movement?
Not till I multi-class that way to level 5.
Fair.
I'm a level 6 paladin, level 3 Barbie.
Fair.
He's like, who's that? It's no one we've seen before, is it?
It is.
Oh.
It's the Solari Dragonborn.
Just squints. Is it Gezin?
Yep. I believe that's the name we gave into him. The guy that basically tried to threaten you outside that pub one time and stalked you on Stellara.
He has very, very successfully left a very big scar on my chest, I remember.
Yep. And
Do I
he's just
remember this guy?
What, sorry?
Do I remember this guy?
Yeah, you'll do it. The golden armor against the black scales. It's quite the striking look. You would also remember he was taken over by Viego as well.
Yeah, I'm going to go up to him. I'm going to clock him over the head with my staff.
It's like, wait.
Hard or?
Not enough to kind of, like, kill him, but I'm going to hurt him because he's hurt Kuiper.
Make me an attack roll.
Yes.
It's not going to be that much damage, luckily. It was more a case of just to see if you beat his perception and reflex in time.
Just
Can
like,
we have one?
Unk! It's like, thwack!
Yeah. He just kind of moves his head with it.
Okay.
Keeps his head lead to the wall side and then... I deserved that.
Yeah, you deserve a lot more.
Just got up. What did we miss other than... Oh.
Just kind of gets Lara up, so it was like, if I ever see you threatening Kuiper again, or going anywhere near him in an attempt to hurt him, I will end you. Do you understand me?
Is this what you call a hard recovery?
Unfair to you, Kuiper. This man, did he threaten you?
Yes, but he was under control.
Yeah. At this point, Alekxander, Mariah, Vex, and Phoenyrie would have caught up to you all.
Yeah.
Phoenyrie.
He also threatened you before he was under control as well, Kuiper.
Phoenyrie.
He did, yeah.
What you see, well, you already have seen Delris before. You see what seems to be a small Yordle, whose outfit does give away the fact that he is Lunari, as well as a large...
He's not a Yordle though, is he?
Kuiper.
Kuiper is exceptional.
The Antobra, basically, I'm using those as like a Yordle in this as well.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough.
And a large black-scaled Dragonborn wearing the armor of a Solari. He just looks to you all. At the moment, I think I've got bigger issues at hand than persecuting others. Wouldn't you say?
What have I encountered?
To be honest, I don't care what your issues are. All I care is that you've threatened and hurt my friend.
He's a Lunari, I'm a Solari. That's just how
That
things are.
does not give you the right to...
this shit.
He's not doing anything.
Yeah, we don't seem to have caught you at a very awkward time. Delris seems to be going on a bit of one right now.
Yeah, Delris is not usually like this.
Look,
Delris is the go-lucky one.
what I can do for you at the moment is consider this neutral ground.
If you ever come near him again, off this island or on this island, I'm gonna kill you.
Lee, quick
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Where exactly are we? Are we near Targon or no?
Let me pull up the world map for you all.
Congratulations, you are at Targon. It's like, what?
Oddly
I
enough,
remember,
you are not too
if
far.
I remember correctly, yeah, we're on like a little shithole island, a little bit off the
Yep,
ways from Targon.
So, ignoring the fact that this is being graffitied heavily by Waffleberg,
Island of Jerks.
towards the
Waffleberg
bottom
World.
left, Targon would be here.
Mm-hmm.
You are on an island here,
Oh.
so you aren't too far off Targon, oddly enough.
Hmm.
I'm not going to lie,
Did I know
Delris.
this?
Okay.
You would see them. You would see Mount Targon from here.
This is.
I'm not going to lie. Even
Should I be
Alekxander
the-
doesn't threaten to kill the people it pisses him off. Delris must be on. Is that
You know,
how the
I
term
may as
goes?
well try and. Why? I love how my lawful good character has proficiency in deception, but not persuasion.
Just points out, Delris looks completely serious about this.
Delris, this is just another issue to do with a Targon situation.
Yes, it is a Targon situation that this
some-
guy has been chasing and attacking Kuiper.
It would be best to allow Kuiper to deal with this situation.
Out of character, I feel like I want to say things, but I don't know how well it works within the laws of this world.
What is it that you wanted to say?
Nah, it's more a case of I do not. Listen, here, Solari. I understand that you are the higher rank. You're considered higher rungs of this Targon society of Targon, but I do not. Well, I will not really stand for you sitting here and holding down, attacking this Lunari. You may return to where you came from, or proceed with your business, but any situation will be reported to my superiors. I don't know anything about Targon!
He's going to. He's going to just roll something. You're one of them celestial worshippers, aren't you?
Yes.
Caretaker to Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but be completely honest. Do you actually want other people to deal with this situation on your behalf right now?
I
would
not.
rather know his intentions.
My intentions at the moment are to get back to Targon.
It's right there.
Yes, it is right
Get a
there.
vote.
But you have to
Get a vote.
understand, it's more than just that. It's the sheer fact that I gave my life and everything to the Solari. And yet, with one simple thrust of a blade, someone took that from me.
Well, you can't do it anymore, so stop worrying about it.
Were you also taken by? I cannot remember. Out of character, I cannot remember his name.
Viego, I believe it was.
Viego.
Yeah. It happened to a lot of people.
It happened
Yeah.
to me.
I know what happened to you. But my
Yeah.
point is...
I'm probably telling him.
Oh.
Sorry. Sorry, Dale.
You are being very
No.
needy today, Fritz.
Alekxander thinks
Hello,
this
Fritz.
situation could do with a little bit of diffusing.
Yes,
I-
it could.
Didn't you all come out looking for something else entirely?
Oh, right, the footprints!
Yeah,
you're
the
after-
footprints.
If you're after the captain, she went down that way.
I'm going.
Yep, and as
I
you
swear-
leave, he will look to you, Kuiper.
He's not going anywhere just yet. And he'll start by going, "You're not asking for help, are you?"
No. What I'm asking for is just a bit of solace in something, if you don't mind.
He half nods as if to say he's listening.
Some people have said that the light of the moon is just the sun's light reflecting off it,
Oh god.
and that one cannot really be without the other.
just sort of rolls his eyes. He's like, isn't that what the Lunari have been trying to teach for how many centuries?
Could it be that we're both wrong? I had a
How
bit
can
of
you
a...
assume I'm wrong when you don't know my opinion to begin with?
It's not so much about that. I had a conversation with Atreus before he went back to Targon.
Who that?
Pantheon's host. Or he was one of the Rakor, which is the warrior tribe that live on Targon. You would know this
Yeah.
in character-wise. He became the host for the aspects of war, aka Pantheon.
Right.
But oddly enough, got his ass kicked by Aatrox, the giant guy with the sword that you met in Freljord.
Yeah.
And from that point on, Atreus has kind of been against all aspects because he sees them as kind of parasitic. So he just looks, could it be that the aspects have just been using us all this time for their own goals, for their own needs?
Kuiper actually looks a little bit taken aback and he starts to ponder.
I mean, I have had words as well with the one over you. Oh, what's her name? Diana, was it? The moon aspect. And she didn't seem like she was playing some ulterior motives, but just hearing Atreus' tales, he doesn't seem like he's wrong either.
I'm not sure what to say.
You seem to have picked a very interesting time for an existential crisis.
Oh, trust me. I had a word with someone else earlier as well. And
How many people have you had a word with today?
surprisingly quite a bit. I didn't get much sleep last night. I've been spending it out here just reflecting.
There are a lot of people in there, Alekxander.
There is a lot of people.
Oh, that's
I've only really adopted one.
oh, that's the thing. I didn't see him in that place. He was just out here. I brought up my worries and my concerns, and well, he's going to reach into a satchel next to him and pull out what seems to be a contract.
Are there any noticeable, like, symbols or signatures on it?
There is. There is one that you actually recognize. One from the catfish, from the River King himself.
Oh, he made a deal with Tomka, she's...
Oh no.
But what Alekxander recognises, having only really interacted with him once, and even that's a push.
Investigation check.
Investigation, oh boy.
Anyway,
Gezen, what did you do?
No.
I wanted the power to get up to Targon Prime itself, so I could get some answers on this. He said he could help me out with it. I'm not a fool, Kuiper. I know the demons speak sweet lies. That is why I'm not doing this for myself. If I get up there and I get answers, I will send them to you. It'll be too late for me, but consider this my repentance.
I see, you're making friends as you go along, Kuiper.
Why are you... What made you decide to do all this now? Something doesn't sit right.
That's my fault exactly. So if it doesn't sit right, it seems to be a deeper corruption. in Targon than we think. Whether it be the aspects, whether it be something else. And you've always been the smarter of us two, even if we've only met a few times. That's been quite clear. Let's mention you got some good followers here. Some good friends, even.
Smiles.
If anyone, you're going to be the one to figure this out, not me.
Yarf smiles. He's like, I mostly follow them, but
I mean, to be fair, when that one's as fast as she is, points at Delris, who's already like 2 miles south.
I'm not asking you to forgive. I'm just asking you to do this one thing when the information comes. And
he
hell,
blinks.
with one of them there, that's up with a friend there as well. That's one of the caretakers for Prime itself. You might be able to get something done about it. He'll just slowly get to his feet. Just give it a stretch. Suppose it's about time I find myself a ship and get off this island.
He just nods, still lost in thought a little bit.
I would ask for a lift back, but I'm pretty sure if I did so, your little firehead over there would toss me overboard.
I mean,
I do have to confess that was very, very undelirious of her. Maybe she can't get the helicopter.
shut the fuck up.
Hey, Alekxander knows what he likes. He wants to think about it as well. How is the wounds that she left on you?
It's just a bit of bruising on the head, it'll heal.
Ugh. Bruising on the head is not where you want bruising. Even Alekxander knows that. Come here.
Trust me, that hurts a lot less than the chest does.
Come here.
That one over there will understand.
Boop.
Alexander's vibe checking this.
No,
fucker.
you don't get the angry damage.
It will heal the head bruise, but the scarring on the chest will remain.
Well, I'm not trying to heal the scar.
And with
There.
that, he'll just give a nod to everyone, and he will head off to look for a ship.
Good luck, Ezen.
You too, Kuiper. I never caught your name.
Mine.
Alexander.
Not you.
Oh.
The
I think you're in a rush, so I think I'll have to pass the full introduction. Alexander.
The caretaker,
Oh.
I meant.
Phoenyrie.
Caretaker. Looks around.
Phoenyrie.
Me.
Change Targon for the better.
You're a caretaker?
Yes, I feel like I should probably change my name.
Well, we met at... You should meet the caretaker we met at the Shadow Isle. He's amazing.
I think we might be a different caretaker.
What other type of caretaker is there? You take care of something. He took care of a very big building. That's what you do, right?
What? Wait, what did he say?
You find it hard to understand the accents.
Yeah, it's kind of...
I said he takes care of a very big building. That's what you do, right?
No.
Technically, your duties as a caretaker up there as part of the Twilight Celestial Worship, you maintain the gate itself to ensure that there's a connection, but you also help take care of the denizens up there.
Yeah, got there.
Don't worry, I can't say that either.
One of which the party has kind of stumbled upon in the past. Oh my god, we got a Potoo. That's being
You're muted, by the way.
What, sorry?
Ranna, she's muted. Sometimes you turn you
Hang
think.
on, I'm trying to remember.
I'm
the
well
recall.
aware that I'm muted. I
Hello,
didn't
hello,
want to interrupt the DM.
Oh god, volume 7000. Reduce.
Reverse!
So
Reverse!
you also, because you are friends with one person, because they were the person that sent you a note, the life forms that you help take care of on there are the Stellacorns, aka the Star Unicorns, which the party has met. Well, the party as it is at the moment. You did meet it as you were going through the Freljord.
Hi then.
You also kind of take care of the dragons that are up there too.
Yeah.
Yes, because if you recall right, the message that sent you going back to Targon was a message from one of your fellow worshippers, stating that the dragons were getting somewhat out of control.
Yeah.
Dirk.
But I will say I may need to return up there soon. It's just that I was sent a letter by some of the others that work alongside me that my assistance was required. However, where is Delris going?
Chris, we'll pick up Kuiper to form the Alekxander Kuiper backpack combination.
At this point,
And begin sprinting after frickin' Delris before she gets 7 miles away from him.
Potoo,
Go on, continue.
Yeah.
I would just to quickly catch up with some stuff. I'd say that you would have woken up like roughly a couple of hours ago after having some rest, tending to your new, and I hate to say the word for this, tending to your new tainted baby.
Might as well just call it a shimmer pseudo.
Yeah, Shimmer Pseudo. We've got the Shimmer Pseudo, and now we've also got the Sparkle Pseudo, the Starry Pseudo.
And let's not forget Rock Doggo.
Sure.
Yeah, the Rock Doggo is also with you still.
Oh. We also
And
Sharky Teeth, who's now wildfire familiar.
as you would have been looking around, you would have just caught glimpses of the others just heading out. Mainly, you would have caught a glimpse of Alekxander, Mariah, Vex, and someone that you had not seen in some time, Phoenyrie.
Oh, right. She didn't
And
die.
after a bit, they've had a bit of you've just seen them just off in the distance on a beach, just have a bit of conversation. And I'd say this is where you can catch up. As someone does walk away from them, the Solari Dragonborn.
Jenny was a Dragonborn, right?
Well, sorry, yeah, Phoeny's a Dragonborn as well.
Okay. Is it randomly Phoenyrie or is it somebody else?
The golden armored one is, I forget the name again. We've quite literally just talked about it. It's the Solari that kept bullying Kuiper.
Oh, it's the asshole that we've screwing over. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been full Tom
He's
and
got
Jerry for the past like 6 months.
He's got like a goose egg the size of Delris's fist on his face right now.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have that anymore.
Yeah, he
Thank
got
you.
healed. But yeah,
Sorry about it.
Phoenyrie, you see a familiar face approach. Well, somewhat familiar. You see Potoo approaching, yet they seem a bit less off. They seem a bit more off color than they was before. A bit more greenish tinted.
Black with green tinges. Mm.
So you were also still here with the others. Interesting. A lot less changes than I expected, although you seem to have picked up a few others.
What's
A lot
that?
of you have met before.
Hmm?
A lot of you have met before.
Yes, I was with these for quite some time in the past.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Phoenyrie.
Thank you. It's nice to meet you too. Apologies that we met under such strange circumstances.
He shrugs.
Just think, all you need now is that little rabid one, and then you've got the whole group back together.
What are you on about? You're right here.
That's a pity clap. You can have that one.
What?
Alekxander does not. What? What? What other rabbits? You're the only bloody rabbit I know.
Rabid, not rabbit.
Ah, he means Galder.
That
Rabbit.
one. Kind of bumped into them on the hallway last night while you were all sleeping. They tried to stab Shadow.
That sounds like it.
Anyway, we should probably catch up to that one before she gets
me.
manipulated again. So, Delris, as the others are taking the time to catch up to you, you do finally catch up to Misfortune, who's just kind of walking along the beach, just in her own world.
Kind of catch up like,
Oh, it's
Hi.
you.
Are you feeling okay?
Define okay. If by okay you mean just now starting to realize what the bloody squid woman was on about, then yes.
I mean, you did get stabbed through the chest and all, and controlled for a while.
Do you know what the worst part is about that?
Hmm?
It was my choice.
I know. I heard.
I got so blinded that I actually just gave in.
I'm sure you're not the only one.
From what I heard, I was. Everyone
don't
else
know.
kind of tried to put up a fight or had some resistance at least. I was the only one that actually accepted it.
I just imagine they're having this really sweet conversation, and there's just a massive barbarian with Kuiper being ragdolled on his back, just rushing after them.
There's
Just
just
approaching.
shitloads happening right behind them.
Like, well, if it's worth anything, I'm glad you're okay. Like,
Physically,
back to you.
I mean, physically the chest will heal after some time. Mentally, that's going to take a lot longer. Something tells me you're not here just to ask about how I'm doing.
Well, it was one of the reasons I came.
I know, but I do see that little twinkle in the eye. Trust me, I get it myself at times.
Well, we've got to do this kind of insane jailbreak in the Feliord. Stealing from someone who wants to imprison Iceborns.
I didn't even realize they had jails in the Freljord.
It's not like a traditional jail. She freezes them, traps them in the head.
You're asking for my advice. Why?
Well, you're a pirate. I assumed you'd know something about breaking out of places or even breaking into places.
I mean, I do, but if you want the more expertise, well, you just missed the man that would give you that.
Who?
Malcolm Graves.
Oh, the guy who stole the weapons, yeah.
Yeah, given he has been arrested and jailed at one point and broke out, he'd be the one to know.
Yeah, well, I knew you, so...
But even beyond that, with some of the research I've been doing, just to try and take my mind off things, I could give a little bit of a list of others.
That'd help. I mean, one of our friends, Alekxander. You didn't meet him last time, I don't think.
I'm
But-
assuming he's the giant guy with the little one on the shoulders there.
Oh yeah, that's him. His wife is trapped by a witch in the Feliord called Lysandra. She wants to freeze Iceborne and use their dreams to keep something locked away.
Now, oh, you get far fast.
I was just like, I was speed walking. I wasn't even running.
Speed walking. You call that speed walking? Alexander's little legs can't keep up with your bloody speed walking.
It's just Phoenyrie and Potoo in the back, just slowly making their way towards them, just taking their leisurely time. Just the scenery's lovely. Good coast. Wow,
it's-
water.
No, it's
You
you
didn't
again.
Yeah, Feenie's back. But you didn't meet. You didn't
Leaves
meet.
from about 200 meters away.
This is Alekxander, the guy whose wife we're trying to break out. And this is Kuiper.
Just hops off and lands firmly on the sand. He just
No,
does a small
Alexander.
wave.
Okay. And who's that one?
Hmm?
The one that basically looks like if you took a mirror to Mariah and then
Oh,
reversed it.
That is Vex. That is our local edgelord.
Sap.
I'll be back in a minute.
Alright.
I'm good for that.
yeah, that's Vex.
Okay.
They're with us for now.
If you're after jailbreakers,
Hmm.
the best way to put it is we've got a couple of tiers on this. Prices vary, of course,
Kuiper, take notes. You can write, right?
Okay.
but let's go over the ones that you probably would want to talk to first. And that was a short list.
Hmm?
In all seriousness now. That Riven lady, the one that was part of these people, she's kind of set off now as well. Apparently she broke out of the Noxian prison, so she might be one to talk to.
Cool. I think I helped her at some point, so
Then
she
you got
might help.
then you got the two freedom fighters over in Ionia.
Hmm?
Zaire and Rakan, I believe they're called. Vestians.
Okay.
You would remember
Holy
those two. You would recognize those two names as you have met them.
Oh, I think we met those guys.
Did we?
You weren't there with us, Alexander.
No, Phoebe was though.
This is when
Alexander feels bad
Yeah.
when he's late for stuff.
we were in Ionia.
Yep.
Before we met you.
As for those that'd be a bit riskier, well, Malcolm Graves obviously, but that's less risk because of what he'd do and more how much he'd charge.
Well,
It's just me.
hi.
Hi.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I didn't actually buy anything when I was out. I think I'm gonna go grab a drink before it closes.
Okay.
Alright.
I might try that thing with those like ice, the frozen things.
Oh, yeah.
The milkshakes.
No,
Yeah.
not
The milkshakes, yeah. Oh, get another bag of those caramel biscuits.
Oh well, okay.
Oh, that does remind me, I do want to pop into the shop tomorrow as well. Get some more of those little Pikachu things.
Yeah, Pikachu things.
We just need a cut card for this little distraction.
Never heard of that. But yeah, I'll go get you some.
Yeah.
Stuff, okay?
Thank you.
So, Malcolm Graves, he's probably going to charge you an arm and a leg, but he'd be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got some guy named Silas. Apparently he is in the Freljord at the moment as well. Broke out of the Massian prison.
Alright.
Probably would be a lot of help to you lot, given a lot of you employ magic. He's trying to help out mages. And then you've got the one that you probably shouldn't recommend.
Hmm?
I am going to need, and I know that technically he is going to be leaving the party sometime soon, but I do want a perception off of Waffleberg.
I don't have his character sheet up. Hold on.
Okay. Because she will say a certain name. And I just need to see if Waffleberg will hear it in the distance. Apparently, one of them ascended, had to break out of a tomb at some point. I believe their name was Zeraf.
Does
And yet,
Waffleberg hear that?
yes, you had to beat a 5.
Waffleberg's just going to quickly walk right up, going to look at the group. Yeah, no on that one. Absolutely no on that one. No on that one at all. Unless you enjoy dying, but no. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Farewell.
Just heads back to the ship to carry on repairs.
I mean, I'm not exactly.
By the way,
Ah.
I must really emphasize no on that one. Also, since we're talking about people that have broken out of prisons, no one in Acton 2.
I mean, we did technically
Cool.
put him back, so.
Put that crock back where it came from, was me.
You are just emphasizing why it is a no. Anyways, good talk, everybody. Ducks back down into the ship.
So you have a list of people who you can contact.
That's kind of like looking up at her because I know for a fact she's actually quite a bit taller than Delris.
Yeah.
Like, thanks.
It's fine, I'll just ask for a favor later down the line.
Okay. You know I'd help anyway.
Oh, I know.
But I really am glad you're okay.
That, it's still got to be said about. Oh, there was one other person as well that you could possibly ask about.
Kuiper, don't put the pen away yet.
Apparently they broke. It's not so much a prison, but they did break out of Noxus itself. Some girl called Rel.
Oh, Rel! Yeah, she's like my best friend.
Oh. I can't help but feel that that's pretty much buttered to number 1 now.
Yep.
I'm almost entirely expecting this thing to be some silly, adorable little something.
Yeah, that seems to be it. Oh no, wait, there was one other name as well. But I don't think you really want to ask this one.
Who?
I'm half expecting Waffleberg to shoot back in 3.
She just points down to your side at Mariah.
I mean, she'll be with us anyway.
No, apparently she broke out of prison at one point as well.
Yep.
Oh, we know.
That doesn't surprise me.
I'm pretty sure she told us.
I mean, to be fair, I witnessed her get herself stuck and unstuck from a cell. I can believe it.
I was like, thanks again. You've got the sending stone still if you need to get us.
You know.
You're right there. Yeah, I got it still.
Well, travel back safe. I know the other guy's been around.
Don't forget to pay the tithe.
Oh, we never do. But just be safe.
Never pay the tithe or never forget?
We don't forget to pay the tithe. Ever. Even when we're in an airship.
Oh, yes.
An airship still has ship in it.
Yeah, that's the point. But anyway, just be careful. I know that gangplank fella's been around still.
He's on my punching list.
Come after us a couple times, and I'm pretty sure he was going back. He was in Bilgewater during this whole mess.
His plot armor can't last forever.
I mean, we did kind of capture him and take him back. And we did kind of have to let him go to stop the whole Viego thing initially. And then it all happened again. So, yeah. It's a thing. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, well,
The
just
Botanic shitstorm.
be safe, okay?
Potoo.
Hmm.
Smee is currently in the recovery bay with the rest of the pets.
Ah, cool.
I should probably go check on Umpa and Nico.
Go way back then. I think the beachside walk has been nice, and the information has been very helpful.
Yeah. It should hopefully help us break your wife out of ice and avoid us getting trapped in the ice at the same time.
Yes, that would be a very unfortunate aspect.
Because
Alexander's aware of this.
you and me are literally the ones she wants to trap in the ice, and we talked to her about this last time we were in the Feliord.
As you all turn to head back to the front door, Kuiper,
Aye.
just a slight tingle in the back of your head happens as you turn. And a voice calls. Oh yes, corruption on Targon. Haven't I been saying this all along? There is an
Is this the dragon?
There is such an easy way to end such a corruption. All you need to simply do is free me.
Kuiper's getting backpacked while this is happening. Because Alexander really enjoys doing it for whatever reason.
Just like
It's like putting a
slaps his
chihuahua
own
in a
head.
bag.
Slaps his
Or any
own head.
small-
Slaps Alexander's head. Oops, sorry.
Oh.
Thought I heard something.
So,
No worries, Kuiper. It wasn't exactly as hard as Delris was hitting the other dragon.
give me a sec.
But does the voice sound familiar?
Oh yeah. This voice has taunted you a few times now.
Yeah.
Like, there's been two voices that has always been taunting you in your head. And when it's not sounding like it's choking on its own air it's trying to breathe, you can generally assume it's the dragon.
Yep.
Alexander waits to be out of
Besides, the other one's found a new playmate.
Yeah. Oh, well, after the last few times, he's going to look towards Targon, see if he can see anything.
It's like sparkle in the stars above it. Almost.
Oh, it's the dragon again.
dragon.
Hmm.
Since when do you know a dragon? Is it gonna be a little inky little shit like everyone else's has been?
Oh, no. It's Aurelian Sol, isn't it?
Yes.
It's like, it's Aurelian Sol. He has it out with me at the moment. I don't know.
Fair enough.
You may roll me a history, but it's going to be a high DC check, Alexander.
I should really doubt I'll make this.
No.
There you go.
The name doesn't ring a bell. So, if you don't mind me doing so,
Bless you.
I'll just speed things up a little bit. In that,
Bless you.
you make it back to the
I was just gonna say one more thing.
Go on then.
As soon as we're out of earshot of the pirate, Alexander will just turn to her support and go, "You know, I really do have to. You do have to tell me at some point. Why is every human that you know attractive?"
Why is every human you know attractive? No, they're not. Look, Seraphine's over there.
Like, hot damn!
It's almost like a higher power. It's just
Yeah. She's really pretty.
Why is every human you know attractive? Delris just motions towards Singed.
Yeah. Just like points out Singed, who's somehow on this island now.
Sapai was also a sentinel. Don't ask. So,
The fuck
Alexander has already had a decent bit of luck today. I don't think Alexander needs to push it any further.
I mean, she's more likely to manipulate you than sleep with you. Both, probably.
Oh, now, Delris. Alekxander's not that easy to manipulate.
Just kind of like...
Didn't you immediately get distracted by a shirtless individual?
Didn't you
I mean,
stare
it's.
at
I mean,
Drake's dick for, like, ages?
I mean, if she decides she wants to be a shirtless individual to get my attention, then I'm not just going to call it a reward at that point.
Didn't you quite literally just sleep with someone today?
No, I did not. That was last night. That was yesterday. I catch you out, little one.
It's not something to... Anyway.
Well, at least he can't make musical exploits for what he does.
Yeah.
So,
Way.
you make it back to the building where everyone is now starting to stir and wake up. You manage to gather up your pets. You gather up those that are coming with you. So, here's the thing I need to ask. Who are you letting onto the ship with you?
Well, obviously, her
mm.
mother's coming.
Mhm.
Because we
Her-
kind of abandoned her in the first place.
Her mother will be wanting to be dropped off at Freljord anyway, so she can go back to her life.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit of a given, but I think we have to kind of take Vex now.
Yeah, Vex is kind of...
If we didn't bring it, we'd have to stop the ongoing joke, and I can't do that.
You have no
I'm
choice.
put-
in it.
She come with us regardless whether we
Yep.
wanted it or not.
Alekxander will also pop back to his room to check on last night's beefcake.
He's already just getting dressed. And by getting dressed, I mean he's put on pants. And the,
Hello.
and his
Sorry, I
coat.
had to pop off while you weren't awake.
No,
Everyone was
it's,
going to want to.
it's fine. I'm not so much of a morning person anyway.
That's fair. Listen, I think we're heading out real soon. I don't suppose you need a lift up north, do you?
No, I should be fine. I'm going to make my way back to Shurima anyway. I've got a bit of traveling to do and I kind of want to see the sights.
All right, let me know if you're around, and I'll make sure to have a nice hot drink waiting for you in the Freljord.
Well, that's the thing. I managed to pilfer a couple of these.
Thank
a
you.
bit back. And he'll walk up to you and he will hand you a sending stone.
Alekxander looks at this with a certain modicum of confusion because Alekxander keeps forgetting he has these. And then he sort of remembers and goes, "Oh right, these things." Alekxander got told yesterday that he's been holding one of these for about a month, and Alekxander didn't know what they did.
At least he didn't throw them.
Just figured the Potoo gave him a shiny stone. All right, birds could be birds, right?
I feel like
Just
I need
glad
to
you didn't throw it in the ocean.
I feel like I need to continue the joke now that's been going for a couple of weeks. Cloacas are confusing.
That's not a stone!
What happened?
But I will be talking into. I mean,
So he
Hold
will
on,
be
before
heading,
we go, I missed something.
he will be heading back to Shurima. Delris' mother will be wanting dropping off at the Freljord, so she'll be coming with you for now. Nico is coming with you. Vex is coming with you.
I'm coming with you, I suppose.
Yep, you can drop Phoenyrie
If I-
off at Targon if you want to. Or Phoenyrie can carry on travelling with you. That is up to Inferno.
Oh, honestly, I have a lot of games running right now.
Yeah.
I'm even joining in some of your Wednesday ones, so it's a bit.
That's fine. So we can drop Phoenyrie off at Targon.
Yeah, I'll probably get dropped off at Targon if
Yep.
that is okay.
And on
I
top-
don't need to deal with dragons.
Yep. On top of that, Waffleberg will be dropped off at Zorn. I believe you want to drop it off at Zorn anyway, aren't you? Where does Waffleberg want to go, essentially?
Waffleberg is returning to Zon. He has to fix Wilhelm because without Wilhelm, he's absolutely useless.
Okay. So I'm just mapping like the little plot thing there, so it'd be dropping Phoenyrie off first, dropping Waffleberg off that way, and then I assume making your way over to Rel's place.
I was just going to say, Delris,
Yeah,
this friend of yours, where does she live?
Rel,
Well, that's the one, I think.
you've been to her house.
Alexander
Oh.
has never been to Rel's house. He came after we were in the Frel Yord. We haven't returned to Rel since then.
Yeah, we
I-
have.
No, we have.
Just gonna be like,
Oh, but we haven't met her.
He has, because we went there when we were turned into Yordles when he was turned into a
She
Yordle.
isn't the
You're
cupcake
right.
mage, is she?
No, it's the other one who has like the metal horse.
Wait. It's the one I had that wonderful scrap with?
Ah.
Like that angry little Yordle who wanted to fight everything.
Oh, that's Cled, yeah.
Okay.
Cled was there too.
I don't remember the cell, I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, you'll meet her again when you go there.
I'll scroll
Fair
through to
enough.
try
But I
and
don't know what you're
find-
talking about, so yes, I suppose...
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty
Okay.
much on the route. I couldn't have asked for much
So-
more.
As you all gather up. One last thing I needed to ask, because I believe Kuiper was asked this. Are you leaving your sentinel weapons and stop, or are you going to continue being sentinels?
Waffleberg's not going to continue being a sentinel, but he's taking the fucking weapons.
Alekxander, as far as he's aware, hasn't been asked for the weapons back, so Alekxander will just continue as if the weapon was his,
Fair.
unless told otherwise.
Do we intend to return at all? Is the question.
Yeah, pretty much. It says you put, if the sentinels at any point ask for your help again, will you return to help?
Depends what it is.
Very much depends what it is. Also depends
Yeah.
what Waffleberg's currently doing.
Fair. In that case, you will be permitted to keep your weapons for now.
Could I quickly
we-
find Gwen for a certain spell component?
Oh yes,
Before I
yes,
leave.
yes. Because I believe she was making you one of those little needles.
Yay!
Also wanted Delris to talk to Nico quickly before we left.
Nico's on the ship.
Oh, okay.
Nico's coming with you.
Yay.
I was
So-
just gonna... Oh, sorry,
Go on.
Go on. No.
So, Kuiper.
Yep.
As you rush in to try and find Gwen, she's there with the rest. As she just looks to you. Oh, right. I owed you something. Right.
Just
right.
as a little wave. Like, I almost forgot.
She's just gonna smile, walk up to you and place both her hands behind her back. Left or right?
Right.
She'll open up her right hand and she'll hand you what seems to be a sending stone, but one seemed to be made out of Targonite, which is a rare gem that grows on Mount Targon.
God, who'd
Ah.
have guessed that one?
It's a. I was asked to pass this on to you from Diana. It's a sending stone.
Oh, thank you very much.
And that's the one here in the left. And she'll hand you the needle.
Much appreciated. He just like eyes up the needle and the substance inside. He's like, should I be careful with this?
Oh, very
only
much so.
read
That's a
about
rare
it.
material.
I know, but is it volatile? Is it?
It's not volatile, but it might be a bit fragile.
Okay. Anyway, they're waiting for me. I'll find you all again.
One last thing.
Oh?
She'll lift up your hat, place a pinko on your head, and then drop the hat. Don't forget that, bud.
How did he? You've already done that once. How does he keep getting out?
I don't know. He's very
My
good
hat
at
is
it.
the most secure hat.
You maybe should ask him about jailbreaks. He seems to keep doing it.
That is not a bad idea. He starts stepping backwards and he bows as he goes. He's like, thank you.
Yep. So as you head to the ship, Delris, you wanted a word with Nico.
Yeah, she'll kind of drag her off to their quarters. Like
Oh.
where Delris and Alari stay. And just be kind of like,
I know that they're teens, so I shouldn't ask for this. Actually, no, they're not teens. They're young adults. What the hell am I on about?
I mean, she's 19.
Yeah, I forget what age Nico is, but I'm pretty sure she's older.
Uh-huh.
That's just how Vestarians are. So I'm going to ask for perceptions from everyone but Kuiper, since Kuiper was off the ship at the time.
Oh.
Just for a laugh.
Just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Just
I
forget some
accidentally
jiggles.
closed my
Just for giggles and shits.
It's fine. You're not the only one that accidentally closed the fingers. I've noticed that. I think Rebecca's roll 20 might have crashed as well.
Just for giggles.
I've got to Give me a second. I've got to reopen Waffleberg's character sheet.
That's fine.
That is a 22 from the 2.
But it failed to
Okay.
roll because it's been that long since I was on the tab.
Oof. So, yeah, Alekxander sees. Waffleberg sees. Potoo, what did you roll, sorry?
22.
22. You see. Phoenyrie, are you going to roll a perception as well?
Yes.
Okay. While you're doing that, I just need to quickly do something.
I'm just desperately hoping I accidentally hit the right fucking one because I'm using the touch screen with very small resolution.
Ah. I keep forgetting that the little laptop thing you're using is a touchscreen.
That's why I accidentally kept showing thingy earlier.
Yeah.
Alekxander.
You're the one who made, like, this resolution so small. You're the one who zoomed everything out.
That's true, but like it's like the next option is way too close. I'd rather be able to see more than be too zoomed in.
Either way.
So. Who added me? Ranna added me twice. Oh, yeah. That's fine. So, yeah, you all see Nico, Phoenyrie. There. Words. People.
Yes.
English.
First out of the way, it is dragging Nico off somewhere.
You see Delris dragging Nico off to her chambers.
They're having sex, aren't they?
Well, don't just say it out loud. Even Alexander's not that good, and Alexander has very good dreams about a certain wang he saw recently.
I'm just expressing my thoughts in an honest and non-judgmental way.
Say it out loud. We can all think that for
I
ourselves.
just did. I feel like I'm confusing.
I mean, if you're feeling left out, Alexander has a room over there.
No, thank you.
Not yourself, sex mentioning person.
So.
What a strange caretaker.
You've dragged.
I take care of a portal.
So you.
Yes, he took care of a portal as well. It was part of the building he was in. Yeah.
So you've dragged them off to your chambers.
Yeah.
Go on.
Pulls out the math book. Please help me with this equation.
No, it's just kind of like pulls her in. It's kind of like, so we should probably talk
about
what we're doing now. I mean,
well, we're going to drop people off and go see Val.
Yeah, but I mean, like us, me and you.
Oh, were we not on a break?
Yeah, then I kind of thought I was gonna lose you, and well, then I kissed you the other day, and I don't know.
Oh.
Where would you like us to be?
I want to be with you. like, as your partner, your friend.
So, for those of you outside the room,
Very
you,
assumptive,
you
but
just
also
saw
correct.
you saw Delris drag Nico off. There's a bit of sounds, and then you just hear like a boom on the ground. Because inside the room, Nico has tackled you to the ground, Delris. It's just like a tight hug.
Doesn't sound quite right.
Instead of hugging your back. It's like,
Nico, appreciate this. Nico missed this. Nico missed Delris.
I missed you too.
Alekxander almost hears someone infringing on the third-person introductions and nearly bursts in. Huh?
And I don't want to lose you again.
Nico promises you won't. Nico do better. Nico protect us both.
I'll protect you too, dummy.
Nico will nod with a smile.
Delris will just give her a quick kiss again.
Yep. Nico does the heavy blush and then tries to change her skin to hide the blush.
Just laughing.
Oh, you want to see something funny?
Sure.
She'll get up, just like kind of straighten herself off, walk towards the door, and change her form. Those that
Yeah.
are outside watching, you see the door open. You see Alekxander poke his head around the door.
Alekxander looks at Alekxander.
Alekxander will straight up to Alekxander. There is first thing you should know about Alekxander. First off, Alekxander is Alekxander, and Alekxander like to punch Alekxander. Wait, no, that got that wrong.
Just shows up like, oh no, there's two of them.
Alekxander looks just absolutely like massive grin, like this is the best thing that's happened all day.
Delris is just kind of looking around the edge, just kind of like...
I love the fact it's like, Waffleberg, roll sanity, roll damage.
Waffleberg wants to be very clear. Waffleberg will not allow for two Alexanders on his ship. One of you has to go.
It just immediately opens the trap to the bottom of the ship.
Just raise his hand, place his hand on not Alexander's face, like that illusion, is that shape changing? What is?
Oh my god, are you really going to fuck yourself? Is this what's gonna happen here?
At the word of that,
Alexander absolutely would, but that's not the point.
You just see not Nico's face, not Alexander's face, just kind of square, but that Waffleberg, and the form will change into a Mariah.
You know what's the bad thing about having blown up earlier? I don't have any drugs on me right now, and I'm having to deal with this sober. Waffleberg doesn't do sober.
As Waffleberg says that, Potoo, you see your new baby just kind of fluttering behind them, readying the stinger.
It just waves him back over.
Make me an animal handling.
Okay. Animal handling.
I warn you, just because I'm changing to a different character doesn't mean Waffleberg absolutely won't kill everybody while on Shimmer.
That is a 17.
Yep. It sees its parental figure waving over and flows over.
Wait.
As the little pseudo dragon flies off his shoulder towards Potoo, you do see in its bulbous tail a kind of sloshing purple liquid.
Why does everybody else get? I'm done. Bye. Goodbye. I'm going up to the helm.
Important question. Now that Alexander has had a chance to think about it, you weren't doing anything in that form, were you? Because Alexander heard very large thump as you hit floor.
No.
Yes, they were very much having intercourse.
Oh
just-
lord, they're as bad as each other.
Delris would have been like walking up and kind of like scooping up the now Mariah Nico, and then would have just like absolutely disgusted at what Waffleberg.
Why are you just there's nothing wrong when Waffleberg was young. Waffleberg used to have intercourse with all the ladies and men.
You know what?
Waffleberg was a player in his early years.
You know
in
what?
his early
had
hundreds.
sex.
Waffleberg was great.
You know what? This is too much for me now. Alekxander, yeet me
Son-
over the ship. I'm done.
Santa.
Now that I've thought about the possibility of Delris banging my doppelganger, I might join you. I'm not sure how I feel about this information.
Join them
Santa.
in that room.
No, I
What?
want to join that room.
No.
Oh, bloody hell, it's over
No,
here.
that's disgusting, Alexander. Never.
Say that! No, it's this woman!
So, is it,
Alexander has standards!
Is the ship-
Oh, that sounded wrong.
is
Alexander does not have standards.
give me a sec.
Also, everyone throw your fucking gold piece over the side of the ship.
Oh, okay.
Already did.
Waffleberg already has.
Okay.
How do I?
Waffleberg
There,
is.
so-
uh,
There we go. Let's do the thing I should have done all this time and remove the fucking grid, so I can actually
Santa.
move the ship nicely.
What? What's up?
I'm gonna be honest, I miss playing with you.
So, as
Like
the ship
Alexander.
heads over the ocean, it takes a while, but you all eventually see Targon approaching.
Just instant Waffleberg flipping it off.
Just like, Alexander, I would never, ever sleep with you. Ever.
And as
Oh,
we
Targon,
second of all,
Are we still on about this? We've been driving for a couple hours now. What?
There's probably pestering in
Look,
your
yes.
mind. Let her get it out.
Look, mommy, daddy, you both are never gonna screw. So just. And now it's in my head, Moon Man. I need you to wipe my memory.
I am, as far as I'm
I-
aware.
I am actually beginning to believe that the rest of the group might. No, you don't get to talk the wholesome zone while we're talking about this. I'm not being funny, Delris, but I actually think the
I
rest
feel like
of
I'm
the
just
crew
being-
might be
am
more
I
concerned
really
about
that
this
quiet?
than we are, and that is saying something.
Am I really that quiet? Am I really that quiet?
why? What were you
You
trying
are.
to?
Just a bit.
I
Delris,
think it's.
Give me a
I
minute.
think it's one of those things where it has to be in comparison.
Mm.
Because you're not
Well,
that
yeah.
quiet
Not
for
quiet,
me.
but there is a lot of shouting going
Yeah, I
on.
was about to say you're not
Oh,
that quiet
yeah.
for me, but when compared to Waffleberg's voice and Alexander's voice,
Oh, I think I figured it out. Is that better?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, it had automatically determines input sensitivity on.
that explains it. God, what were you trying to say?
No, I was just trying to. I wasn't even really trying to say anything like substantial. I was just like seeing if I could pop in. And like nobody. I was like kind of getting talked over. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay,
Delris,
so
don't worry about it. I know men aren't your thing.
Yeah, my
the sh-
barn doors don't swing that way.
the ship
I know.
will eventually
Oh,
land
God.
on the outskirts of Targon.
Alrighty, everybody who's getting off of Targon, get the fuck off my boat!
I wish you all the best. Although I have duties to attend to, unfortunately.
You enjoy your caretaking.
Thank
Yep,
you.
screw you, love you, bye.
Beanie will get a hug.
Okay.
After
shall-
all of this,
Are
I
you,
I'll
don't
hug
hand,
her
think
back.
openings.
are you handing a certain other thing over to Phoenyrie as well?
What other thing?
The thing that you've
Oh,
been
yeah,
saying.
hold on. Waffleberg will go and pick up Moonman. Here you go.
What?
It was a pleasure, even though it was short. I'm sure we'll meet again.
The thing that
What?
you've been handing to everyone else, Theon.
Oh,
Is that the...
I give Phoenyrie a sending stone.
Okay. I'll
that
take it.
I can paint Phoenyre's face on.
Oh. I will say if you guys ever do come around to Targon at some point during your travels, I will be here. So if you need someone to assist you, I will happily
And at,
undertake that.
and at that point, Phoenyrie and Kuiper, a voice in the mind. Well, you've always got someone here that needs assistance.
No.
What?
come.
That was a
Wait,
bit
no,
harsh,
what?
Kuiper, especially for you.
Yeah, she was telling you could visit any time, and you're just like, jeez, the rudeness.
Phoenyrie and Kuiper, if you were
Yep.
to look up to the peak of Mount Targon at the moment, in the stars, you would witness an image of this.
It's Aurelian Soul. Just kidding. That's
Uh,
the one thing I know.
It is Aurelian Soul. It really is.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I wasn't looking
Yeah,
at. I wasn't looking
No,
at
yeah,
Roll20.
it is. It is. Yeah, no, that's Aurelian Soul.
I wasn't looking at Roll20. I didn't. I made
Oh.
a joke about
Just,
it.
Oh,
just
okay.
looks at Phoenyrie like, you see it too.
Mm-hmm. Shit.
Okay, guys, there's only room on this boat for one person who hallucinates constantly. Go see literally go see a therapist.
I'll kind of go over to Waffleberg and is like, I know you don't have your drugs, but would alcohol help?
I don't drink, actually.
Would alcohol help? And you just hear, just from down below the ship, just a pattering of feet towards the deck. Just this was a drink.
This is not the dragon you were talking about earlier.
He nods. That's the clearest they've ever been.
Looks at whatever Kuiper's looking at. What is
You
Kuiper
just see
looking
the
at?
sky. Maybe like a few of the stars are standing a bit out, a bit brighter than they should be. But yeah, that's all you're seeing, just the stars.
I mean,
Moonlight.
that's a very nice night sky.
Question.
Yes.
Because I imagine what they're seeing is Targon Prime. Can Waffleberg see it since he's a Bakai? I don't know. I don't remember
Make
if
me
Bakais can. I know
a
Sin-
perception check.
Okay. Yeah, no.
No.
Kuiper will say, give me a moment. This is what I see. And he'll try and use his favorite spell. What's it called?
The
Encode
meteors.
thoughts. No, encode thoughts. He literally pulls a thought strand out of his head,
Yep.
and it just sort of manifests into that shape in bright white and blue light.
Yep. And you all see a dragon towering over
It's a-
Targon, clutching onto the peak of it. And at first,
It's a snake. You have a snake infestation.
it may seem like, oh yeah, no, it's just a dragon the size of a mountain. Until you realize, no, there's a bit of a distance there, and it is reaching out towards it. And you start to realize just how big this thing is.
Alekxander looks at image, looks at sky, looks at image, looks at sky, and just goes, "No, I don't see it."
Like,
You know, now that I look at it, he kind of looks like my Uncle Jeremy.
What in the actual shit?
like,
What?
but just kind of like wrangling her mother away from.
I will
Like,
keep
them
you
with alcohol.
updated on this.
That is a very shiny lizard.
Yeah, Phoenyrie looks back at them and says, I will keep you updated on any developments that go on in Targon.
Or just in the background, it's like, Mom, you're almost clean. Don't ruin it now.
I mean,
So, with Phoenyrie saying that she will keep you all updated, and you have bid your goodbyes, the gently used fish takes off once more. And I do realize how much that breaks the tension and the mood.
Oh.
Gently used.
I mean,
you could just call it the fish, but there's no fun in that at the end of the day.
The
I mean, I was
giraffe.
kind of doing it anyway, just putting in the
The
background.
guff.
Oh no, that's worse.
Just in the background of the serious conversation, Delris wrangling her alcoholic mother.
Yep. And so the ship travels through the night, over Shurima, and towards Zorn.
The closer we get to Zone, the more Delris is staying in
Yep.
her room.
And the more hazy it's getting as you get towards Zone as well. I believe this is Alekxander's first time to Zone.
Oh, good, I have no idea what you're fucking talking about. I'm gonna go with yeah, probably.
Get a nice lungful of that.
It should be stated Waffleberg will be parking in the Piltover docks, not the Zonian docks.
Fair.
He's not that
Oh.
dumb.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
So,
We stole the ship from the Piltover docks.
as you go to park up in the Piltover
No.
docks,
Why are we stopping here?
Oh no!
Waffleberg. Waffleberg.
What's the issue with the Piltover docks?
You remember how we left, right?
Wait, what happened?
From the Piltover docks.
I mean, technically we did pay, but we were chased out.
Tomato, I have diplomacy.
If you say so, let's hope they don't remember us.
Let's hope that she's not paying
Waffleberg's
attention.
got a very forgettable face. Anyways.
That is the biggest lie you have ever said.
Well, okay, I either park here or I park in Zod and get instantly shot by everybody for being a traitor. Did we forget about that as well? Good.
Hey, don't look at me. Alexander's no fucking idea what they're talking about. Alexander's gonna get for stealing shit. Yet.
Welcome to the hole I've been in the last 300 years. It's lovely. Just don't breathe the air.
So, as you park up,
Kuiper, be ready to get us out of here at a
At
moment's
docks.
notice.
Actually, Potoo's the one that knows how to drive.
So does Kuiper.
So does Mariah.
Does he? How many people know how to drive my ship and didn't tell me?
Alexander can drive it as well, but only once.
You taught me.
Did I teach you?
Yes.
Does Waffleberg have dementia? Hold on.
I think Alexander might be the only party member who doesn't know how to fly the ship.
The twins don't be there.
Actually, the issue is it's Wilhelm that keeps my notes for me, so I've got to fix him.
It's Wilhelm.
So quite possibly Waffleberg probably has dementia.
It's Waffleberg that keeps my notes. I made myself sad now.
Actually, that does sadden me. Have I ever told you guys why he's called Wilhelm?
No.
No, I don't think you have.
That was my son's name.
Oh.
Nope, not going to say it.
You blew up your son?
Oh no.
For slap Alexander upside the head.
Alexander will probably not know this.
I mean, yeah, he was better at the whole making things than I was. My things didn't blow up, but he was vastly better. Anyways, I'm not good with guys or hellos, or really conversation at all. So, what's that over there? Kind of points off in the
I'm not falling for that, you crazy bird. Come here.
Oh, okay.
Just hugs him.
He just gives him a hug.
Physical contact.
Actually, what is that over?
What?
What?
I tried to tell you guys.
Oh.
You look over to where Waffleberg was pointing.
Oh shit. Okay, well, somebody take that. Waffleberg's gonna go right over to the side of the ship with the chicken alarm. He's gonna pull a lever, and it is going to just catapult him off the ship into the distance. Get away!
I can't believe you see. I can't believe you just see a thieved yourself.
Yeah.
He's just kind of watches and then looks back at the lady. Is like,
It should be stated, Waffleberg, because this is something that I did state when Waffleberg actually made. He did have the getaway catapult. But Waffleberg parked in the Piltover, fired himself over to the Zonian side of the bridge.
Oddly enough,
as he's just like,
this one figure that is looking at your ship also keeps looking beyond it as well. as if she's looking at something else.
Hello?
She doesn't respond.
Just
Hello?
You have
waves
spikes
his
for
hand.
legs.
What are you looking at?
Why are your limbs wrong?
And if you
You
followed,
can't just
if
you can't just ask that, Alexander.
I'm sorry, Alexander's trying to have a relaxed day. It's the first chance he's had since beating the island. Alexander doesn't have much of a filter most of the time. What did you expect?
and
Oh, just don't call her Scissor Lady.
if you followed her gaze,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she's
you
gay.
would see a second figure watching the now getting smaller and smaller Waffleberg as he flies into the distance
Who?
towards Zorn.
Ah, fuck!
Oh,
Kind of
Shit, it's Mortal Kombat, lads.
I was. I stopped myself then. I was about to do the mummy joke.
It's just Delris stood there next to Nico. Just Delris starts going, sorry, mommy, sorry, mommy, sorry, mommy, sorry, Nico, mommy.
As I would like to state, as Waffleberg goes further and further into the distance, he just slams right into a unidentified wump object. The jetpack wump. And they're just both sailing in the air.
He finally got the jetpack fixed. He was ready to take test flights again. You crash into him.
Just a series of freaking curse.
Bad.
Just because I refuse to accept that the jetpack wump died by fucking running himself into the defense grid.
I'm just kind of looking back and forth between. It's like we're in the middle of something we don't want to be in the middle of right now.
Could
Clear.
be Alexander can't pilot ship.
Just on the sending stone. Alrighty, I'm okay, I think.
Here now.
Is my
Am I in
toe
the
supposed to be
asylum?
pointing this way?
It's like there's a lady
Oh
with
shit!
eyes here.
Wait, there's a lady with what?
Purple eyes and a mask.
Purple
And a
eyes in the mask. Purple eyes in the mask. Purple... Hey, Mundo, do you know a lady with purple eyes in the mask? It's in the back of my head.
She stood right there.
Like it's
That would be patient 24849.
248. Oh yeah, Glask. Oh fuck, Glask. Oh fuck, Glask. Just like quickly. Alrighty, goodbye.
Wait! Before you hang up on Sending Stone.
Oh, yep. You want to talk to your nurse?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm kind of like,
You just hear, instead of Waffleberg's voice now over the Sending Stone, please put nurse online.
I'll hand it to Mariah, and I'm kind of looking between these two ladies. I was like,
Dr. Mariah here.
Hello, Doctor. It is fellow Dr. Mundo online.
Oh, hi.
Mundo just wondering if you need supplies.
Oh, I have a lot of anesthetics still, let me tell you. It's all ready for all my patients.
You got
So
su-
excited.
You got sutures, needles?
Yes, I've got everything I need. I've got my patients with me. I'm just waiting until they go to sleep. They don't know.
Mundo, make sure. Okay.
I'm okay.
You do good job. Mundo, hand back.
Goodbye.
I'm looking, like, essentially hang up the Sending Stone, is looking between them, is like, hi. Hello.
The thing is, you joke about that Potoo, he does.
Can we help you with something?
They oddly don't seem to pay attention to you. They're just kind of... She's staring at her. Glask is staring to the ship, to her, and then to Zorn, and then turns and walks towards Zorn.
Just leave now. I
And
think
now
that's
that
enough Waffleberg for one day.
And now that she is walking away, the blade-legged lady does look towards you now. I'm going to pretend I didn't see you there.
Please do.
You clearly didn't see us there. You literally stared past us for like 5 minutes.
Alexander, shut up.
Who is this random woman? Why are her legs like swords? I want legs like swords.
Oh, I can help with that.
Yeah, please no. We're going now.
Is she as bad as the catfish?
No, but we don't want to mess with Piltover law more than we already have.
Eh, I mean, we did get pardoned, but then we got chased out.
Every time we
Very
go
confusing.
somewhere, it's like, oh no, you've robbed 7 orphanages, and Alekxander has to watch you all try and pick up the pieces, I swear.
No,
Why?
didn't. We got in trouble, we got pardoned, and then we got chased out, so...
Why do I imagine?
Actually, Waffleberg has robbed 14 orphanages and a special foundation. Alrighty.
Why do I imagine, just as this is going on, Mariah's quite literally just pulled out a book and wrote underneath it in a page just listed Alekxander, neck surgery, sword legs.
Ah.
Kuiper, Potoo,
Just gonna take.
get us ready to go.
I was already on it. I don't want them.
Yes, so
Alekxander will actually try and strike up a completely normal conversation with this one.
So, what I'm going to need to know is it Potoo or Kuiper that is piloting?
I can give it a shot. You may be more useful to them right now.
Make me a... What would I use for a piloting check? I'd say a wisdom check just to see if you can recall the lessons taught.
I was about to say everything's labeled in Zonian.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
I guess to learn a new language.
That's completely fine.
I mean, I could translate.
You have
That
to
is
use
true.
fish wisdom. Oh wow.
I was in Zon for like 4 years.
Potoo, would you like to lend aid to this?
Yes, please. Are you
Okay,
also
changed
making
some of the buttons
rolls?
around since I last.
Yep. Kuiper, feel free to have a reroll on that, given Potoo is lending aid.
Thank you.
It takes a while, but between you determine which are the correct buttons and such. You also make a quick mental note to probably relabel some stuff.
Just relabels everything in like some sort of freaking bilge water thing.
No, I just imagine Kuiper just relabels it all in Targon.
There's like 3 different labels for these buttons and pulleys and levers.
He knows Zona as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
the
we're going. Bye.
the ship does take off. She just watches as she will take off.
What a strange woman.
What
Alright.
What a strange man. And just walks off into Piltover.
Like that there is an internal conflict within those two characters of fuck, this asshole's back.
Yeah, no, it quite was a case of, yes, I hate you, but I also hate you. Sees the ship land. Oh. There goes the
And
neighborhood.
Chucklebucks are back.
Back, bitches! Just a boom and fucking Zon as he's already exploding shit.
So. It will be the next day when you would reach Rel's house. You fly over. Oh, go on.
I was just going to say, Alekxander will be much more back to his normal self now, having had his 1 day of relaxation.
Yep. As you head over into Noxian territory and over to Rel's place, as you land the gently used fish. And as you do so, Vex will hop off. Now, if you don't mind, I'm just going to explore there for a bit, and just points towards Noxus. I'll be back before you take off.
Okay.
Be careful,
Insight.
be careful with people wearing a black rose symbol.
Like they can do anything to me.
Meanwhile, casually Potoo with a freaking sending stone that just goes directly to the one guy.
She seems like she's telling the truth. She wants to see what Noxus is like.
Okay.
So she just kind of trundles off.
Kind of hops down with Nico and just kind of goes to Rel's place. He's just like,
Oh, that's before we do so, I should probably do something. Let Nico do something. Nico remembers what happened last time with people from here.
oh no, Rel's okay.
No, because they're still watching over there from Big City. Remember they stole Nico identity.
They did.
So
How does someone steal a shapeshifter's identity?
by pretending to be a shapeshifter and having flour in her.
Yeah.
Really? They stuck a flower in your... Okay.
Now, they stuck a flower in their hair and said it me.
It was a very good replica.
You base your entire personality... No,
I just
personality.
noticed.
How best to put this? She will transform into Waffleberg. You will see Waffleberg, but with a flower on the side of their head.
Alekxander will almost definitely not grasp the point here.
She pointed to the flower like, this only thing that cannot transform. So someone tricked the others when we got separated by pretending to be just by sticking flower on head.
Alright, Alekxander's got on now. Alekxander's got on.
So,
No. Still looks very dejected.
So Nico pretend to be Waffle. So Nico Waffle, Nico Bird.
Oh, Alekxander's had enough Waffleberg for 2 centuries.
It's like, this is this week.
Yep.
Oh, it's like he's back already.
And as you knock on the door, a voice you don't recognize calls from within. And as you go to answer, well, as you wait, the door will open. Santa, describe thyself.
Standing before you, at a full 8 feet in height, actually almost too tall for the building itself, is a rather thin, slender male minotaur, wearing very almost captain military gear, very reminiscent of the Noxian Navy. Instead of like the heavy armor, it's this sort of military coat, a la late 1800s, 1900s. Think Soviet Union attire, essentially. He's wearing very red sunglasses beneath his hat, and his clothing is a combination of reds and golds. And beneath the coat is a much more fanciful outfit than most Noxian civilians and soldiers. And at his side is a cane that he kind of just holds there, leaning on as he looks down at you all. Well, hello there.
Hello?
You're not who we're going to find, that's for sure.
You're not Rel. Where is she?
Right. A little bit aggressive. I'll just mention.
Okay. I will agree with your friend here. That was very aggressive. Let's start over. You are?
The first thing you should know is that we are on a quest to take out possibly one of the most dangerous witches in the entire... Actually, we're not taking her out. Alekxander doesn't want to speak quicker. Hang on. Alekxander will be back in 2 minutes. He needs to think this introduction through.
Alright.
Wow, that is the first time.
It doesn't matter. We're Rel's friends.
Oh, an introduction matters greatly, my dear.
See, he gets it.
Yes.
Yourself first. We don't trust people from...
Alekxander's got it. Alekxander's got it. The first thing you should know about Alekxander is they are about to go on one of the most daring jailbreaks this world or any other has ever seen as we delve into the lair of a devious ice witch. Alekxander.
Either way.
What do you mean either way?
We don't
in that case, in that delightful case, the first thing you should know about me is that my name is Suda Valiander Alamor Fright. First of my name, the Black Bishop, the Bronze Skull, the Seventh Seat, the Wanderer of the Crimson Circle, the Bringer, the Harbinger, the Sun Stealer, the Charmer, the Charming, the Dasher, the Handsome, the Harvester, and he who breaks his foes before the Crimson Spear. Sorry, I got lost in my own introduction there.
For a second there,
Alekxander remembers the last word, your spear now.
So, a weirdo.
You can call me Fright. He kind of gives a bow as he does.
Alekxander will bow back.
Fright, who is it?
Where?
What is that?
Who is it, Fright?
Oh, it's a fellow by the name of Alexander, a rather rude lady.
Rel!
Delris?
Yeah.
Are
Who's
you
this
being
weirdo
rude?
in your house?
Are you being rude?
Well, yeah, we came to find you and found some stranger in your house.
He's not a stranger. He's a friend of mine.
So he's not going to stab us.
He's
That's
probably
not enough.
he's probably less likely to stab you than Colette is to shoot you. Let's put it that way.
Which one of them, you know?
Eh.
I think I still owe Gled round 2 anyway.
Guard
I
came to
think he's
see you.
I think he's getting a drink in Noxus at the moment. So what's up? It's been a while. I see how the mist is gone.
Yeah, we dealt with it.
You dealt with what?
The mists.
Oh, how wonderful. So you're the ones we have to thank for all the going up and going away?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Well, thank you.
Ugh. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, I said, ugh, a lot more than I thought.
Hurry.
Yes.
Like, walks over to Rel. Like, we came to see you.
Just a friendship visit, or
No.
Or a friendship visit.
Also, no, and also, I'm pretty sure we'll get shot if we keep bringing this shit up.
Nico
Like,
Birdseye.
Well, I wasn't talking about her. I was talking about you.
Nico
Oh,
Birdseye.
I mean, if
touches-
you want to go that way, we can goddamn go that way, but,
kind of goes, and
mean.
she's not old enough. But
I said I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about him. I'm talking about him and me.
well, you guys can do whatever you want. But
Not in my house.
no, go back.
Oh, it's fine. I won't do him yet. Anyways, am I required for this little hoodout? What's going on? I am entertained and curious at whatever the hell is happening.
Kind of both, I guess. We wanted to see if you were okay, but also we do need your help.
Help with what exactly?
Do you remember we went to the Feliord before?
Yes, yeah. That's where you got the little baby.
Yeah, she can talk now. She's learning how to talk now.
Oh, Mazel Tov!
But, we met a witch there, Lysandra. She captures Iceborns, freezes them, and uses their dreams to keep something asleep. And well, we've gotta kind of wake up one of the people she's keeping. Well, steal back, break someone out who she's got.
Okay, and you're coming to me because...
Well, you broke.
Delightful. They don't know what they're doing, so they came to someone more experienced. How sweet. Teach them everything you know.
Just kind of glaring.
I like this one. I like this one a lot.
My dear, if you keep looking at me, your eyes are going to pop out of your head. You have an issue with me, but you don't have an issue with her, which leads me to think that your issue isn't with every Noxian. Is there a thing against Minotaurs? I can't help that. That's how I was born.
No, I just don't like you.
You know what? Fair enough.
You give me bad vibes.
She's been out of sorts for like 2 days. Don't mind her.
Well, are they familiar, Lay? See before.
Roll me a history check.
Because we have fingers in many pies.
Indeed you do.
Oh my.
Both in that way and in other ways. 16.
You've heard some whispers down the line of the fiery herd twins, of the sickly bird, and of the tiny terror.
He kind of looks at the two Yordles, looks over at Mariah. Ah, yes, that one. I see. Question, real fast. Where's the other one?
Which one?
He kind of says, looking at Delris. Twins, if my memory recollects.
She's not around right now.
Ah, wonderful. Well, that's good. Was it? Which one are you? Are you the? I'm starting to think you're the difficult one.
My name's Delris, if you must know.
Delightful to meet you, Miss Delris. If you're worried that I'm going to do awful, I think my presence in this house probably speaks enough about me as an individual.
He, he's trustworthy enough, Delris. He's one of the good ones.
Okay, I trust you.
Good is a relative term. I'm one of the ones that's not constantly out to get people.
Otherwise, I won't
I'll
be
be
here.
Exactly. Although, to be fair, the circle doesn't really care too much about you. You're more that old hag's problem. But that's their fault. We just like to party.
Indeed, I heard that it was one of your things recently, was it not? We were just talking about it. The Blood Moon Festival.
Yes! It's going to be delightful. It's going to be wonderful. You all should come. Do you like parties?
We can't go into Noxus.
Oh, please. Says who?
Says the Black Rose who want us dead.
Ha! Oh, yeah. Whatever. They're delightful. The old hag's a little bit of a scare, but when you get used to them, they're absolute sweethearts. But coming,
You cut out.
the circle will make sure of that if you would like to come. Although other people might be touching you, there is a little bit of, a little bit of touching involved, but not the kind of touching that get your minds out of the gutters. Not that kind of touching, unless several individuals.
Also, from what
including...
you told me as well, they've got a little special presentation there as well tonight.
Yes, they do. Also, delightful snacks and treats, and wonderful drinks. I do enjoy a good drink. But yes, the presentation is going to be wonderful, and I think it's going to be great. You all should come. Noxus is a beautiful city. Ignore it. I mean, looking at it from out here, it looks like an industrial nightmare, but when you actually get into at least our district of the city, it is gorgeous. Crimson streamers, happy people, and wonderful treats and drinks.
You just have to be a bit careful when it gets to nighttime, from what I heard. They don't like keeping the lanterns on.
No, but that is a little bit of its own issues. But yes, anyways, you could enter. I mean, you wouldn't. The Rose wouldn't dare touch you. Consider it like temporary immunity.
We kind of have pressing matters.
Yes, if you don't mind, Alexander does have a wife to save. I think that's what's mentioned.
A wife to save? Now that's quite a story. Imprisoned, correct? By an evil witch?
Yes.
Yeah.
A dashing prince off to save his beautiful princess from an evil witch.
If I am a
That is a
prince, you know more about it than I do.
Oh,
She-
please.
Lysandra likes to capture our kind and make popsicles.
Ah, Iceborns. And a cold heart. No, badumps. What about you, little one? He says, looking at Mariah. You want to do the drum roll? No? Okay.
I'm about to say she's not in the chat anymore. I just
No.
looked.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I know.
But it's like,
Well, tell you what. You're in need of assistance by the sounds of it. Just come to the festival, do a little bit of conversation with the circle, and we might be able to help you. I mean, we have no love for the witch.
I mean, if that's the case, I'll go along as well, just in case we can try and discuss plans while we're there.
Yes, although you might want to not wear the armor. Metal. It looks good in minimum. Speaking of which, you all are going to need an absolute makeover. Mr. Beefcake. They're going to love you there.
You may also want to move the ship somewhere just in case, so it doesn't stand out.
ugh.
I'm not gonna work with this
Somewhere
information.
flood proof.
Are you sure it's safe, Rill? I mean,
I trust for you. I trust right.
okay.
I mean, there is an individual in the circle named Fear. They're kind of a bit of... But hey, they're good at parties. Anyways, trust me. The politics of Noxus is something I'm quite well trained in, and I can assure you the Rose would not dream of interfering with Circle, as we do not interfere with theirs. And if you are amongst the festival, well, you'll see the blood rose, you'll see the rose there as well, but they won't be able to touch you. Because if they do, well, like I said, we've got fingers in many pies, and they know that.
So, are you taking them up on the offer?
Just kind of look to the others. It's like, what do you think?
We need as much help as possible.
Yes.
Alekxander is not exactly a social creature. If you believe that this is the best way to go about getting my wife out of this icicle, then Alexander's going to follow along.
Oh, okay. So I guess that's a yes then?
I guess so.
Oh, wonderful.
Nico just kind of leans to you. Does this mean Nico get to party with Delris tonight?
Just kind of, her cheeks pink, and I looks like, I guess so.
Fright's gonna kind of lean down towards Kuiper, looking at Nico Berg and Delris. I'm not judging or anything, but I mean, if that's what they're into, but isn't he a little old for her? You know what? Never mind. Never mind. If it's what they're into, it's what they're into.
So, Rel will give you a location where you can park up the gently used fish, so it's out of the way. And as you get onto the ship to do so, Vex will just toddle back down from Noxus towards the ship. Guess I just got here before you're about to leave then.
Not leaving yet.
Had to outrace the normies.
What? Those people following you?
I don't know if they were following me, but they were coming the same direction.
Just from down
Ooh,
below.
what'd they look like?
Like that. As you'll point off to the side. And you will see approaching what seems to be a tall, pale male with blue veins running through their skin. A small, gnome-like being. A slightly taller, but still short human with flame-like hair. And what at first looks to be an old granny, until the old granny's form changes and shifts before your eyes.
Mm.
And what you see now is a tiny Alari.
What? And just from down
I
below,
love it.
just from down below, you hear.
Love
That's
it so much anymore.
concerning.
You know, Alexander thought that our entire saga, spanning the countless trips as we made our way towards the island we fought, was really full of some interesting road bumps, but this one-day trip alone has been filled with so much fucking bullshit that Alexander genuinely is beginning to believe that he has actually died and has gone to some incredibly insane realm.
Hold on, hold the phone. Wait, hold on. Seeing a bunch of weird people's your issue, but you fought a fucking island.
Oh,
Reboot.
yeah, that was a
Go
thing.
back. What's this about you fighting an island? Did you fight a legitimate
No,
island, or was
when
it just
We
on
fought.
an island?
We fought on the Shadow Isles. Fought a guy named Thresh. Either way, why is that little thing looking like my sister?
I don't know.
And why is it making kissy faces at us?
Why?
I don't know, but it's more concerning the longer I look at it.
I mean, did you not hear my long list of titles? I am the handsome and the devilishly charming.
I
But in
would-
that as
Going,
well,
guys,
Oh.
I'm gonna jump out for now if that's okay. Do you
That's
need me
fine.
for anything?
No, that's fine. Thank you for.
No worries. Thank you for letting me join in for a bit.
Yep, it was good to have you in here again.
Yee.
As I
Bye.
said,
Yes.
given that Phoenyrie now does have the sending stone, if at
Yeah.
any point you do want to hop into
It-
like session or so, let me know.
If anything happens that involves Targon and that big massive bloody, Aurelian soul, that might be kind of important for my character to be involved in.
Okay,
So just let me know more than anything, okay?
I will do.
Thank you. See you.
Bye.
Bye.
But
By the way, I hope you like the work in progress, Josh.
Thank you very much. It was awesome.
Yee.
Very nice.
but I am going to ask something of peeps here,
Yes.
mainly of Kuiper, and it would be of Rebecca as well, but Mariah is not here, so
Why is
I'm
there
going to
not-
have to roll for Rebecca. Insight checks.
Why is there a bird?
I don't know. I just saw that as well.
It's a bird.
Mariah
Don't
failed.
question it.
Kuiper. As the ship's taking off and you're just seeing this tiny little Alari, just a some of the noises coming from that beyond the ooh-wah-wahs sound familiar. Just something that you recall from your trips back to Bandle City that you have to make every now and again. Sounds like a primitive Yordle.
It sounds like Noah.
Pretty much like one of Nor's people. In fact, that's a good point. You all have met Nor. So I
Yeah.
guess Alekxander and Potoo can also roll me an insight.
Sure.
Delris won't have got it with a 9.
Wait a
She-
minute, this looks being a shit ass.
She's still very disturbed by seeing a tiny version of her sister making kissy faces. Yeah, you recognize it to be kind of like the same language as Nor's used.
It's the first one. I apologize.
Fright doesn't really seem too familiar. It definitely doesn't sound human, or at least whatever Alari appears to be. Definitely sounds a lot more primitive of a language. Alekxander, you remember the tiny little orange fuzzball that travelled with you for a bit back in the Freljord? The one that became a giant thing and tried to throw a building at you?
Oh,
You remember the kind of language it spoke? Sounds very similar to that.
Alexander is going to make a wisdom save to avoid punt kicking it like an American football.
Oh, we're nowhere near it. We're taking off. It's on the.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a runoff, right? Anyway. Alekxander holds the violence at bay for now.
Oh, this is delightful.
Yeah.
You have your own flying ship.
How did you not notice us?
I was inside.
So, given we are on 2 hours 45 minutes, I'm going to call it there for tonight since it's coming up to 11.
Hmm.
We'll make an image of the ooh wah wah.
Oh, yeah, no, this is the funniest part about this that I feel like I just state. Yes, the little group was the Wednesday party.
Yeah, that's the one who went ooh wah wah is my character.
B, this I know it assumed in the Wednesday session it would be a case of, oh yeah, just have them as little cameos, you're going off and flying off to the Freljord. I didn't realize you would also then be partaking in the party that happens in Noxus, given, yeah, the Wednesday party attended that party as well.
You mentioned the Crimson Festival to a member of the Crimson Circle. I am, of course, going to get the new people to come to the banging fucking party.
But
The
given
Crimson
everything,
Circle is the frat boys of this
like,
world. Just want to put that
the
out there.
thing is, everything that happened at that party in the Wednesday session will also be happening here.
Oh
And the best
no!
part about it is,
Oh Jesus, this is an
Dion
orgy
wasn't there
episode.
for that session on the Wednesday.
No, I wasn't, so I don't know properly, but I know a few things.
Oh,
So are the
man.
overt Wednesday party members aware of this?
Wait, hold on. Did you guys actually fuck up the? Did you fuck up the Crimson Festival?
Not so
Well,
much
one
fuck
of
up,
our
but stuff happened.
I
Shit
was
went
about to I was about to say that's the one way of getting the guys that don't want to murder everybody to want to murder everybody. All the Crimson
no.
Circle cares about is their parties.
Oh, no,
We're
this is the
actually
thing.
kind of friendly with the Crimson Court in
Yeah.
the Wednesday game, but
The,
like, one of our party members literally thinks through his dick. So
Oh, I mean, he gets along well with the Crimson Circle then.
he was trying to flirt with Clara and then her girlfriend and her mother. And a Minotaur who stole his blood but actually worked for the Black Rose.
The female Minotaur?
yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's a double player.
So,
Um,
I've not stopped recording yet. So, before any more potential spoilers happen, thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on the Dark Tides of Runeterra.
It should be stated, Fright was kind of lying about the whole. It wasn't so much that he was lying; he was telling a half truth. The Crimson Circle and the Black Rose do have a lot of dealings with each other because there's a lot of their members there in both. Because the Crimson Circle isn't just the partying; they're the dudes in charge of Noxie and torture.
Yep.